God, no one's really
All right, we have started. So let's kick it off with a little recap of what happened last week. Adam wasn't here, but he was able to join through the live stream, which worked pretty well, so I was pretty happy about that. I wish you all were able to see his comments live, because that was cracking me up, just like looking down and seeing him saying some bullshit.
Because we're all the nerds who study on spring break.
Yeah. So after you guys successfully collected the bounty for the Night Stalker's blade, your group, the newly named Inconspicuous 8, leveled up to 4. You guys then went back to Shark for some additional information on Gerald and Sophie Brayley, the dyad of the Fane of Freya in the Undercity. Shark tells that he believes it's somehow tied to a group called the Astral Brotherhood, but refused to give any additional information to stay neutral, as they are in confidence of Shark. Then you guys went back to King's Keep to try to get into the library. Along the way, enjoying the fruits and meats of the Harvest Festival, and found out the library is actually shut down to the public during this week because of the festival, to maintain a minimal sort of skeleton crew, if you will, so that they're able to partake in the holiday. So then the 8 decided to go to Mason's Row, where you were granted entry by High Priestess Sario, the leader of Mason's Row. Anari found the answer she was looking for, unfortunately, with her sister having died centuries back. After confirming the body was, in fact, Akari's, you guys started preparing for a feast in Anari's honor, being who she is in relevance to the Church of Aratok. Around this time, Anari is inside studying books and journals and scripts, while the other 7 are outside being forced to help set up through
y'all do that
through the sweat and blood and tears of having to move tables.
Same thing as
You catch a glimpse of this magnificent airship, arguably the largest any of you have ever seen, entering the city's atmosphere. And looking up at it in awe, you see the ship starting to descend, and then realizing that it's descending at a rapid rate, uncontrollable, and you see it start to spearhead down into the water just north of the city. And you watch it plummet and crash into the water. And shortly after the crash, a big explosion of purple and gray smoke, creating this large mushroom-type cloud. Massive. And then shortly after, you feel the boom of the sound wave through not just seeing people being knocked to the ground, but yourself having to catch yourself as the force of this sound impact, and watching this cloud just stay in the air, hovering. That's where we left off. Watching this ship plummet and crash. Now, instead of the cheers and the joy of the Harvest Festival throughout the city, you hear sobs and screams and confusion. You hear the occasional shout, accusatory towards other political afflictions, saying, blank family did this. How could they? I knew they were up to something. But you think it's just more of a knee-jerk response requiring answers of what happened.
So I'm assuming I felt some kind of tremor.
You heard this is that sound wave. To put in perspective, we're talking like Hirojima style.
Right, like I heard something. I don't
Explosion.
know what's going on, but I heard it, or felt tremor maybe a little bit on the ground, or...
This would have been heard for about 100 miles.
Okay. So,
And likely seen for almost as much as
Was it breaking out glasses and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, we're close. Okay.
Yeah, no, you guys are not as close. You're not, like, right next to it. So the ship was coming into the atmosphere, and if you guys look at the map of Shazera, there's, like, this really large lake north of Redborough. Mm-hmm. It crashed into that lake. So it's pretty good. They're probably 3-4 miles away, but it's still...
Okay.
It's huge.
Well, I'm going to come running out.
I assume so, yeah.
Common sense. I'm going to come running out and just take in... I mean, I probably can't see the ship now that it's crashed, but I'm going to take in everyone's expressions and just like, what's going on? What's happened?
The king's ship just went down.
That was the realest vision we've had so far.
And Cornelius, as you look and you say that, and you're like, this is the realest vision, and you're looking, like, scoping your face with your hands, like looking at this, there's a moment where you're taken back, almost like a daydream to your childhood as you watch this smoke. You're awoken out of your bed having one of your tremors, one of your nightmares, and you scurry down the stairs. You get to the door to your basement in your childhood home, where there's a sign that clearly reads, "Mom and Daddy at work, don't come in." You push through. You crawl down the stairs. And this memory, this fading memory of your parents both at work, and you're watching both of them sort of smile as they count down holding each other from a few feet away from this table. And on this table you see many works and projects, from this wand in the developmental stages. You see this pen with multiple colors being written, and you see the rod that you carry, fully completed. You see them looking at this glass dome cylinder with this tiny little speck. It almost looks, from where you are on the stairs peeping in, this looks like maybe a grain of sand inside of this. And you see both your father Cornelius and your mother Anala, sort of smiling as they count down 3, 2, and as they say 1, you see in this little tiny purple gray mushroom cloud inside of this cylinder. And they jump up for joy and they hug each other, and as they do, your mother turns and sees you on the stairs and says, "My little corn cob, what are you doing?" And then you come back and you see this cloud in front of you over this lake.
Or it may not be a vision. We're all seeing this?
Would we recognize the ship? Or would I recognize
Oh,
the
yeah.
ship?
Yeah, you recognize the ship.
Is this normal?
Not at all.
Not part of the festivities.
This is about as far from normal as you probably can get. Hope nobody of importance was on that ship.
Callan.
I would say so.
And Melicroft, you would recognize that ship as what's called the Jettison, which is the Elder King's royal airship.
Air Force One.
Essentially, yeah. I think of like a normal airship being like a full-size boat, and then imagine like a cruise ship style, like giant. That's the Jettison. Has a crew of 60 to 80 people, plus it carries up to 200 or 300.
The Lutz planes.
Yeah.
Well, there's someone quite valuable on that, I would imagine, if that's up in the air.
I don't
Is
know
the
about
Elder
anybody
King's...
else, but I would like a closer look. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, we need to inspect what's going on here.
Considering the size of that explosion, I don't know if you're going to be able to get too much closer to anything.
I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way to the ship, but at minimum we can go and see what's going on.
I won't have any trouble reaching the center of the lake.
Perfect.
Before we do that, I've discovered a message from my sister in my readings. Do you mind doing a part 2 of our events earlier?
You want to reopen the thing?
She told me I need her armor. Now, I normally don't go
And I like look around to see, if anybody can overhear what's going on.
I think it's just chaos, isn't it?
And
Yeah, right now
I'm
we're-
assuming no one's paying attention quite en
Yeah.
masse, but still.
I'm like, Ma.
I don't normally go stealing from the dead, but she did give me her permission.
Now's the perfect time.
Everyone's quite distracted at this time.
All right, if we're gonna do that, let's do it now.
Yeah.
So that we can go that way.
Millcroft already starts stomping back to the. Just, let's go. Let's get it done.
So I'll try to kind of be inconspicuously going. I'm gonna use this all the time. Back to my sister's grave. Or tombstone, I guess.
Yeah. Everyone again is super focused on the
Yeah.
mushroom cloud explosion. So you can.
I'm gonna go to the edge and just listen to hear what people are saying, like as they're running to and from. While they're doing that, that's
Okay.
I'll just be listening.
Are you listening for anything specific or just general intel?
Anybody, yeah, I mean, kind of general, but specifically people who maybe seem a little bit more sure about it rather than just the panicked shouts of like, this is this doing and all of that, just like whispering of like, we need to hit that type of thing. Like anybody who might have something to do or have some idea of what's going on.
Does
Got it.
anybody look calm?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So again, right now you guys are inside Mason's Row, which is this
Big.
walled. So you can hear. You can't really see anything. You see all the animal, human form folks inside here. None of which look calm. They all look freaked out, panicked. Nothing like this has happened. It's unprecedented. So there's a lot of uncertainty within these walls, but you'd have to go outside the walls to really get a good look. But you can still hear.
That's what I
'cause-
wanna do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear someone just, wow, that's crazy. That would be remarkable. Yeah.
Typical Friday.
So Anari and Melicroft, is anyone else going back into the
I'll go.
tomb?
I'll go.
I would go probably with her
I-
and see if anybody.
Yeah. I'm reluctant to ask, but you appear quite strong. Do you mind assisting me?
Well, it'll be a good distraction.
Thanks.
Okay. You guys go back. I need anyone who's trying to lift this off. Give me a strength check.
Please try not to break it this time.
Is it athletics or is it just a straight strength roll?
Yeah, you can do athletics if you have proficiency in it.
No, the big beefy boys and little elf over here gets not like this.
Caehanna,
I guess we're all assisting.
what's your roll?
so-
A 20.
Oh, very good.
Oh yeah.
22.
It was a 15. So
22.
Oh, I didn't even try. 'Cause it wasn't
Oh, you're
me
not
doing
helping? Okay. Yeah, that's enough. With three of you guys all lifting it up,
as they're going to shove, Melcroft's going to run to the other side to catch the lid as it flies off.
yeah, you guys just push and then Melicroft and catches it. Yeah, this time the lid does not crash to the ground.
Much appreciated.
That's what we call learning.
it. I did say trying to break it.
Yeah, so inside, Melicroft and Anari, you've already seen this, but for the two of you joining, you see the skeletal remains of Akari, Anari's older sister.
So I look down at her and I'm just,
Does anybody have those bag things that you can shove things in that just you can fit everything in? I've seen y'all do
A
that.
satchel? I've got one right here.
I've seen y'all have these bags. You just put so much in it and it doesn't seem like it's gonna fit. Is that one of those?
You're talking an enchanted bag.
Sure. Yes, I suppose.
Oh, so.
Anybody?
No.
No?
No.
well, y'all aren't there.
Well, okay.
So I slowly start taking the armor off the body.
Okay. Make a dexterity check to see how delicate you do this without...
Oh, watch it, watch it! You're gonna break the bone!
Unless you're not trying to be delicate.
I
assume.
really wasn't, honestly,
Okay,
at this
then
point.
as you pull off.
I mean, I'm not like ing it, but I'm just like, you know.
Well,
like,
okay, then still make the check, because
okay.
if you were just pulling it off just in a hurry, then you would cause damage to
Okay.
her remains.
Well, I might still.
And there goes the leg.
What was it you said? Dexterity?
Dexterity check, yeah.
Where was I? Oh, it's over. Oh, hang on, baby. A wonderful whopping 6.
Oh. Yeah, so as you take off the...
Yeah. So
So there's this leather vest that's sort of decorative armor, and as you take this off, you do hear that awful sound of like a crack, almost like a creak and then a crack, as you feel the like joints that haven't moved in 200 years pop out of socket, and nothing snaps in half or shatters or turns to dust, but there's definitely some things that probably weren't how they were left. But you're able to remove this piece of like chest armor, this like leathered chest armor.
Is that all that's in there? Is this
Yeah,
chest
just the armor.
Yeah. They didn't really wear like armor below.
Yeah, we're not like a big.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know if there was anything else.
And as you pull that off, there's this like note that falls down, and as you pick it up, it reads, Anari, the blade made me do it.
Oh.
And that's it. That's all it says.
I don't have time to come to terms with this right now, so we're just gonna. Well, y'all aren't gonna have read it, so I'm just gonna put that in my pocket, and I'm just gonna. I don't have. Can it fit? Is it malleable to put it in a bag or something?
The armor, yeah, it folds.
Okay,
yeah, it's like
all right,
leather armor,
perfect.
so you can.
Okay.
Just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it up, put it in a satchel, try to piece her body back together as best anatomy.
It's not destroyed. It's
yeah,
all there.
let's try
Might
not
be
to
a
put a
rib or
rib
two
at the
popped
feet
out,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
fine with bottom.
And then, all right, that's what I needed. If y'all don't mind putting it right back on top, gently, if I might add.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's go.
It's been gently put back on.
And right before, I'm assuming as we leave, I'm just gonna do one final, put my hand on our tomb and just close my eyes for a second. I'm just gonna take a deep breath. And I said, Eratok, forever be with you. I've not forgiven you, but I will always still love you. And then I leave. Okay.
As we're walking out, Melcroft to Anari, perhaps we should ask, so if we're going to investigate what's going on here, we might ask Sariel if she has any wares that we might be able to use, specifically healing potions or anything of that nature. I have a feeling that whatever caused that to happen is going to be probably closing in to finish the job, if I had to guess. I wouldn't be shocked if we have a fight in for us, so we need to be ready.
I mean, we can ask. I don't know what kind of weaponry they may have here. We tend to be a more magical sense of humans, or, sort of species, so... And based on the look of it, they don't seem the most prosperous group of individuals, so I don't know what all they'll have, but
Well,
I'll surely ask.
they may have an emergency stock of something, and you arriving is a special occasion, and I would certainly classify this as an emergency, so...
The other king dying is quite an emergency.
The Elder King. Was he
That's
on
my
that?
grandfather's ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Are you okay?
That was the biggest question mark.
is that,
That started at the beginning of the sentence.
It's on both sides.
well, that remains to be seen. You may not be dead. You may not be on there.
Okay, yeah.
Well-
Not gonna worry about it if you're not.
No.
Then so be it. Let me go find... What's her face? I forgot it all already.
Sorry, Al.
No, she's just gonna forget it.
High priestess.
The high priestess
Is she
lady.
a high preacher?
It's sorry.
High preacher.
The pastor. Reverend. Reverend, sorry.
Alright, Jade, we need a preacher character that's just super country.
You got to travel more of the world to find that.
Go travel out west.
Maybe in Zoran. Yeah, so you guys look. Sariel is currently like escorting people inside, out of the open, unsure of what to follow. You see her ordering and commanding, to get the children taken inside and protected. But she's just in the center of this courtyard, next to the statue of your sister. Well, of you. Giving orders.
So I'm gonna walk up right up to her with haste and say,
Priestess, do you... Not worried about it right now. I don't really care. Do you mind, sharing some resources you may have with my friends here? We want to endeavor on what has occurred and help out if possible. Do you have any kind of emergency supplies or weapons that we can borrow?
I definitely do not have any weapons. We're not fighters here, but I would highly advise you do not go towards that still bloomed mushroom cloud. It seems extremely dangerous, and we only just got you back.
I mean, is there a reason we need to put ourselves in danger for... Oh, yeah, you. Okay, well, I guess there is a reason we need to put ourselves in danger for somebody.
No, you don't, actually. That's what the militant is for. I'm sure they're sending ships out as we speak.
I don't have a reason to argue. Do you have a reason to argue this?
I'm not there.
well, you're outside now.
Well, yeah,
you
we're
guys
back
are
out in the
outside.
courtyard.
Okay.
We would be outside the main gate.
Yeah, I was at the front, just kind of listening.
okay.
So I don't know if that's where you guys.
Oh, well, I don't know if you saw us.
I went with her. I thought we were gonna go to the main gate and look
Yeah,
down the
that
streets. and be
was
like,
that was mine.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna send me out.
I
Okay.
picture me there
You're head
tapping
through
the
the
foot.
portcullis door,
like,
just like...
We
yeah.
gotta go.
I have like a 10 on my
Yeah.
perception,
Yeah,
so if I
my
saw anybody it was calling, but
No. You're pretty erratic.
Priestess Sariel, has Inari shared with you, I don't know, maybe the vision that we got from Aratok herself, presumably, involving clouds of this color and mass destruction across Baldrin, her leading us to confront whatever is happening here. That is why we are asking.
No, you seem to have left that minor detail out of our conversations.
No one
No
else.
throat to clear, still clearing it.
You have spoken with Aratok.
Well, you've not.
Damn.
Pretty sure we all did.
Yeah.
We have been addressed as a whole, the entire group here have been addressed as a whole. By
Even
her.
him.
All of them. All of us.
huh?
I feel like that's even more reason to not go chasing clouds. It seems like you've been selected for a higher purpose.
What if that purpose is now?
Then I feel like you would know what to do.
We do know what to do. We're just asking for resources like healing potions.
We don't carry those.
Well, fair enough.
We entrust an Aratok to heal us.
Well, gods are fair.
Hey. I'll put Aristak's name to shame.
I didn't say it.
She is not gods. She is.
Well, understood. We have some healing capabilities amongst us. We appreciate your time. Merely asking if you had the resources. We're going to investigate the cloud either way. I'm certainly called to figure out what is going on here. We appreciate your time. And I promise to do whatever I can to return Inari unscathed to you.
Please do. Be safe.
In the meantime, please take care of these people as you have before. I much appreciate everything that your community has done here. continue to share Eratak's name.
I will.
Onward. Let's hit on
I'm gonna step behind the bush and change.
Change what?
Clothes, my clothes.
What are you? What
I
are you
was wearing a
wearing?
dress, remember?
Yeah. What are you gonna change into?
Back to my other clothes.
You gonna do that right here in the middle of the courtyard?
No, I said just bush. Behind a bush or a wall or
In the
something.
middle of the conversation.
Push for a wall.
Just like in the background.
Homer Simpson.
Bush and popped out a different outfit. Yes. I would like a stealth roll on that one, please.
Or like a room or somewhere that I can just change
Changing
really
the
quick.
crypt.
Yeah, you're able to do that during the panic.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are more focused on other things.
That's what I
Looking
figured.
around, my goodness, Caehanna has a tits out. Now's not the time for it.
So you change, you rejoin the group. You and Cornelius are up by the gate. You just see militant on horseback galloping at full speed through the streets. You see, the common people and the citizens folding up and putting away all of their harvest festival presentations and closing up shop and trying to lock their doors and get inside as you hear heralds of the capital ordering and commanding everyone to get inside. Close your doors. We don't know what this is. They don't know if the gas is toxic or if that smoke will spread. So,
How far? We can see the smoke, right?
yeah.
Can we see the King's Keep part as well from where we are?
Yeah, sort of.
We're north of the keep, right?
Yeah, you are.
And the
So, I mean, you
wreck is
would-
north of us.
It is, yeah. So you would have to, you could turn around. I mean, you
Yeah,
can see it.
is the keep okay?
We're here. Is
Yeah.
the wreck up here?
Yeah.
The shipwreck is north of that, up in that
up
water.
here.
Yeah, and King's Keep is directly south of y'all.
Got
So
Is the keep okay?
So
Like,
we're over here,
Seems to me.
over here.
Seems to be. Sure looks
I
like.
don't like that answer.
I was gonna say while we're looking through the streets together, I probably would have been not realizing anything is obvious to my eyes. I just been like, whatever that was, Feria, we need to be very careful because I've seen that smoke before.
Where have you seen it before?
Something my mother and father were working on, so I don't know how they got a hold of it. But whatever it is, that was a planned explosion. That was not an accident.
Do you think they would know what that was? If you've seen that color before.
It might be something they've written down and worked on, but I don't know.
Anything you can remember?
They were working on it when I was young. It was some sort of experiment, and that's what they do. That's what scientists do.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it, and it was small and contained, but that is a magnitude of exponentially greater proportions.
That's.
And they had it counting down. So obviously, whatever it is, they planned to have it explode.
How tall is the mushroom cloud? Like, would you say?
Oh, hundreds of feet tall.
How much? If you saw a contained one, how much material would it take to make something like that?
It's been so long now, but it was. Imagine a grain of sand in your hands causing an explosion. That would blast them away from each other. Something like that, I could only imagine it would take maybe a handful or two.
Wow. Okay.
No, let's go.
It's all the more reason to go.
So you open the gate, go outside. What do you do? How do you get there?
What does it look like out? Like now that we're on the street.
People are
Running in the
panicked.
streets, kind of.
I would want to find the most straightforward way because I know there's a lot of chaos going on. The people on horseback are probably going to want to be they're going to be taking the streets, but I would want to try and weave through as much as I can.
Like the alleys, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like back alleys.
We're pretty close to the water itself.
Mhm.
Right.
Do we never know if the
need
boat
a boat.
areas around there, are
We need a
they
boat.
fisheries? Are they
I'm
military
on a boat.
boats?
I
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Don't we ever forget?
have flippy floppers
I don't know if it'd be blocked off to the public or not.
It seems
Well,
like a
y'all
lot of
turn
things are
this.
blocked
I'm
off
gonna
to
go.
the public right now.
Well, yeah.
on. I'm gonna be here.
Not talk to the public.
once we start moving, I'm gonna, and I get away, I'm gonna put on the leather, my dead sister's leather.
Dead sister's
That's
leather.
leather.
Nice band.
Yeah, so as we step outside the gate, I probably would like pull up my scarf just in case the smoke is poisonous. And I'd have my bow in my hand rather than on my back. And I would probably turn to people and say, we need to take some back roads.
Okay.
Just follow close.
Just to copy Feria, I'm gonna pull my little scarf above my nose. Not because it's toxic, just because Feria did it.
She wants to look cool.
Feria seems to do it when the cool shit's about to happen, so like Isidore wants to do it too. I want to be part.
God damn it. You're the popular kid.
Finally.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go to the dock.
Yeah, you're on your way to the docks. There are ships being launched right now, both by air and by water, as you see a dozen militant brigades essentially swarming this site. You also hear shouts of commands as you see these like hovering orbs all around as you look behind you. These like giant orbs hovering all around the keep. Some sort of magical deterrent. Go ahead. But there's just a lot going on. Like, what are you guys trying to do?
We're not going to be able to get to the ship. Can we see the ship? Or is it
There's
covered in
nothing
snow?
left of it anymore.
Okay. It's all like sunk to the bottom of the lake.
From where you are, it's hard to tell. You don't know if it's been sunk. You don't know if it was disintegrated and destroyed by the explosion. But you don't see any sort of wreckage.
The explosion happened after it hit the water, right?
It did.
Okay.
Are there any boats that are looking good, like they're about to disembark?
Yes. So at the moment, you see all of these launching, and you see this militant lieutenant essentially waving on like members of the militant currently like still putting on their armor as they're like running onto the ship. That's probably like the closest one that you guys can see. That's probably about 100 feet away, towards the back of the dock, as many of the other ships have already launched and on their way.
There's one boat left remaining, and whether you like it or not, it may be time to use your name to make sure we can get in, see what's going on.
I can back you up.
We can try it. Let's see.
Or I can use mine.
I'll approach regardless. So.
Walking towards it.
Okay.
Are
Yeah, you
leading
approach
or am I?
and you're halted by that same lieutenant. As he's like waving everyone on, he sees you come up, very well dressed, and he's confused. He says, "Citizen, get back. It's not safe."
Well, excuse me, but I think we may be able to help you. We're very capable people. Maybe if we get closer to the wreckage, we can help. Whatever you need.
What are your credentials? What is your identity?
Am I near him? Because I would have been. Yeah, so Melcroft will come up behind him with the Lord Keeper insignia. The name is Dene Velstadt, Lord Keeper and Protector of the Realm. This is my personal retinue, and we would like to investigate the wreckage and potentially aid in your efforts to contain or whatever you need done. We would like to help you on this.
Lord Keeper, I think your efforts are best as more of second wave. We need you safe. Let us go in to make sure.
We are protectors of a Shazira dynasty family member. We wish to gain entry so we can make sure this does not happen to them.
We are all protectors of Shazira dynasty family members.
I'll pull out my old signet ring and look. I mean, I'll walk up, put my hood down. It's been a long time. My name is Callan Shazera. I wish to take this boat and go check on my grandfather. I'll present him the.
He inspects it quickly, hands it back. Make a persuasion check.
He said he wanted.
That's not bad. We'll see.
The bookkeeper's in helping that at all? We only got the persuasion check because of
There's so many doors your key unlocks.
17.
He rolled a 30.
No. He rolled a 16. He says, a real Shazera would be a citizen. I don't know where you got this ring, or why you think it's important enough or stupid enough to lie to a lieutenant during crisis. But whatever your reasons are, I'm not going to be caught denying a Shazera family member. This is on you. If you're not who you say you are, and you die out there, there will be no empathy from me. And he tells his men to get off the ship. He says, take this one, and he starts to point at another one. He's like, across the dock. So, you guys are able to commandeer the ship.
Do I get my ring back?
Yeah, he handed it
Okay.
back.
I'll put it away.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to say it?
Which one of us knows how to sell? Because he's taking most of the crew.
Well, at least you're good for something.
Thanks. It's always good to be a
So,
friend.
who has sailing experience?
Would I have had any of that in the training?
Yeah.
In your
Usually the girl
landlocked
wants to
training, probably.
I don't know if I would have got that as being in the military.
I would say you and Cornelius are probably the most likely to have any experience.
Yeah.
Then I live in a house.
Yeah, so we'll say make a nature check.
Can I make a survival check?
Yeah.
That's what I'm proficient in, is survival.
We're surviving right
Yeah, I just don't think
We're
this.
surviving right
I don't
now.
think this is a
Oh,
survival.
that's still a good roll.
Same technique.
Yeah, nature check.
We're surviving on the water.
On nature.
Nature, I rolled a net 18. That's all I got.
18?
I have no pluses.
That's
Okay.
I have no pluses either. I rolled a 19.
So you guys, I don't know if it's because of your experience in the past or if it's more of you saw what they were already starting to do and just finished it. But you take down the mainsail. You have Cornelius taking the helm at the behind the wheel steering, and after a few moments, you feel the ship start to pull forward, and it's immediately stopped. You look, and it's still tied to the dock.
Can I jump down and untie it?
Oh, I was going to say, if I can reach that, lean over.
I was going to say, just cut the damn thing off.
Yeah, so yeah, you're able to do that. And the ship starts going forward.
Inari is gonna put her claws a little bit into the pillar and just kind of like very calm. She's clenching, and you can kind of see like as a cat, like its tails are like.
Yeah.
Okay, Cornelius, just love your flask.
This is perfectly fine.
Yes, probably. And I
I
look
just
around and I do find it.
Snatch, and I was just down the entire flask. Thank you.
I can understand in this moment why you would want to do
I
that.
feel better.
Although I just realized that I won't be able to get my cape back.
I'm gonna
Potatoes now.
I'm gonna shift into my Cornelius outfit
Oh,
to show him that I have my
Oh, you mean this cape?
Let's
What
make
does
sure
the
his
two of you need to
grandfather's
help
fine.
steer this thing? Do you need anything?
No, he's got it. I mean, is this,
As long as
is this
we have
like
wind
paddle
in this-
powered, or are we doing what are
Is
we?
this sails or what kind
Yeah,
of?
what are we doing?
Yeah, it's wind power.
As long as it starts moving, I'll keep her straight.
Okay.
You do see airships like blowing past you guys,
We need to go get one of those.
and then you also see other, aquatic ships going past you guys as you're like, come on.
Faster.
But after, we'll say probably about 15 minutes of travel time, you get to where you're in eyesight now, and you see this circle of ships around, and you see men like diving into the water and coming back up, and diving into the water and coming back up. As you approach, I'm gonna need both of you to make another.
Nature check.
I guess nature check. There's not a.
Handling.
Yeah, I was like, if there was. Yeah. Nature's the closest thing here.
I was gonna say, I technically have advantage on land vehicles, but it's basing out on acrobatics, so I don't know if you want to call it. But it's straight nature.
He's a
Straight
Land vehicles. This is very clearly an aquatic vehicle.
15? You guys see the circle where everyone else like stopped and halted, and you try to come to a stop, and you're just like
Coasting past them.
you're turning sideways and just
We
like
parallel park into the circle.
Are there
yeah.
go around the boat for some oars and kind of help them paddle the boat back to upright?
Is there an anchor?
It's not that low. It's kind of
okay.
a bigger ship, so I mean, it'd be super heavy oars to reach all the way down there.
Is there an anchor?
There is, yeah.
I will.
So you guys drop anchor.
I never learned how to stop. Sorry.
After a few moments, it catches, and you guys screech to a halt. You look around and see dozens of militant ships. You don't see any like wreckage or rubble or.
Is the air like thicker from the smoke, or do we?
Yeah,
feel
the smoke is still here. You guys, now that you're in this circle, as you entered into this like fog-like state of where the smoke is just listing above the water. As you're looking through the smoke and you're looking at these other ships, there's like these glimpses where it's like almost the light is like bending around in this smoke, and there's just something that's like you see moments of clarity where it's like sunny on the water, and then it's suddenly back to being smoke, fire, that dark gray, and then every once in a while you get this like flash of bright sunshine, and then it goes back to gray as you're looking through this smoke.
How far from the circle to the smoke ring, you would say?
You guys are in it now. Yeah.
Oh, we're in the smoke. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no wreckage whatsoever.
Not that you can see.
Do we still see people diving in on us?
Yeah, they're
So
all
I
diving.
will put my staff down, like take the shawl off, put my ring on, and
Oh no,
in
you've
too.
got
I'm
to
gonna
be
jump in
kidding
too.
me.
I could have
I wasn't
offered
the
to
best swimmer. Shit. Shall I stay on the boat?
I'll stay on the boat.
somebody.
A few of you stay on the boat.
I'll gladly stay on the boat.
Alright.
Well, then you see to the bottom.
I was going to offer to do that before everybody, and as Malcroft says that, you'll see like the plates of his armor kind of stick out a bit, and like steam almost shoot out, like air hits out, and they'll shut really tight. Then he'll step up to the lip of the ship and jump straight into the water, and just almost like he's done this before a lot.
He's a dive master.
He's
Just
a professional
all the air
spelunker.
out of the armor, it shuts tight, and he jumps in.
Yeah, and you guys just watch Melicroft disappear, just barely even making a splash as he just sinks. Those who dove in, you also see Melicroft just past you, and you just see that faint glow of his purple eye, or like bluish purple eyes, and just sinks down. The rest of you, under here, it's relatively dark because of that smoke cloud covering the sky. But again, you don't see any sort of wreckage, or there's no, like, it doesn't even seem to. Make a investigation check, the three of you who dove in. Or four of you, including Melicroft.
I guess just from the surface, but it does the switching thing. Am I seeing the same image just in daylight, or is it a different thing I'm seeing on the other side of the daylight?
Make an Arcana check. 16 for investigation?
10.
10? 10. Yeah, you guys don't see any pieces of wood. You don't see any, like, metallic, like locks or spears or cannonballs or anything. It looks like nothing happened down here.
Are we in the center? We're on the. So you said we're in the mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
Are we on like the edge of the mushroom cloud, or are we in the center?
I mean, you're on the edge. Yeah, you didn't go into the middle.
Can I just swim to the middle?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I assume that you guys are like going into that direction,
Yeah.
just kind of looking around. With a 14 Arcana, you get the impression that it's a similar but different image.
So I guess just to clarify, like imagine if I took a screenshot. I took this image and I'm looking at, and like, but we just turned all the lights off. Do I see the same thing, or is it like I'm in the same room but
Same
just a
answer.
slightly different? Angle?
Similar but different.
Okay.
A little higher roll probably would have gotten you more specific, but similar but different is the closest that I
The
can
premise is what I was
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll swim to the middle and then I'll swim down.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Walking
Same
straight
thing.
in,
You
nothing.
don't see anything. It looks. I mean, you see schools of fish. You see other militant members. It looks like nothing's here. You just see a non-stop splashes above you of divers coming down trying to find anything, but it doesn't seem to be here.
After a minute, I'm going to come back up to the surface and just look around at some of the other ships, like full of militant and things like that. I'm going to look for the same thing that I looked for at the gate of Mason's Row. So, like, anybody who seems suspiciously calm or is just kind of like watch it, like not the same frenzy at all.
You're looking at the divers?
Yeah, well, I'm looking up at the ships, like, because I'm in the water. So I want to look up and just see if I'm seeing anybody look like a little too, like,
Giddy.
chill about it. Yeah, or giddy. Like, not the right response.
I'm gonna say make we'll do another investigation check here, but with disadvantage because you're in water trying to look up.
The investigation is...
How deep is the one?
Probably a couple
Nat
hundred feet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
You start
The
to-
pressure would start to build up for you flesh-having folks. But for Melicroft, he can just sink straight to the bottom if he
You
wants
feel a little
to.
tickle on your foot like a shark.
What you mean?
I don't know about nothing happening. You never saw me.
I'll swim back to the boat if there's
Yeah, I swim up.
nothing to find.
Back to the boat.
Climb back up.
Okay. What did you roll?
A 1.
Yeah, you can't tell. Everyone looks concerned.
Great.
And there's nothing up in the air either. Like
I was
you
like,
keep saying there's images or like flashes.
As you look, if you're from underwater, you can't say shit. But when you get to the surface, when you breach the surface, if you're looking up into the cloud of smoke, you're also going to get those glimpses of. As you're looking up, it looks like dark cloud, purple, grays, but every once in a while, like the light refracts in a different way, and then it looks like clear sky, and then it's cloud again.
Alright. I'm going to climb back up. You're still in the boat, right?
Yeah, I've been there the whole time trying to be like, you guys see anything?
Yeah, okay. So I'll probably climb up and go back over to Cornelius and say, there's nothing down there. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Not a scrap of wood. Could this be an illusion? Like, so, I know you don't remember a lot, but...
I don't know why they would create something that would explode into an illusion. I mean, I'm seeing the same thing you are. It's
What
like,
if it's not
But
a
watch, everyone's eyes are here. What's going on the island? What's going on other places?
all I know is that my parents dealt with time. Okay, that's all my father mentioned in his journal. Nothing to do with interdimensional things.
Can I do like detect magic to see if there's anything
Yeah,
magical?
Your parents
Yeah,
did
like I
this?
now.
Something to that degree. The specifics, and I pull out my journal that's looks kind of old and leather is 20. The specifics, I can't figure it out. Okay,
Oh,
it's
no, I
entrusted
don't
to
have
me,
ticket.
and I'm trying to figure it out in my own time. I have no fucking clue what this is. Maybe if my
Your
brother was
parents-
here, he'd be able to answer your question.
You said your parents dealt with time, so they were dealing with time stones, correct?
Yes, it's believed that they were dealing with time stones.
What if an explosion happens? There's debris. There should have been something flown out from wherever this was.
Even ripples on the water, there's nothing.
I mean, are you
What?
suggesting that they sent them back in a
Yes.
different time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Something of that size? That'd be massive amounts of energy.
Would need cloud like this.
But we'll say while the conversation's going on, I'll
You'd probably
shimmy
need a
up to an
handful of
anchor and start climbing up the chain again.
Yeah. Almost on the boat list.
We're all like on the boat. Like,
However long it takes to get a.
I mean, I don't. I was never good at magic class. I was never good with magic tutors. But your parents dealt with time stones. They've seen this. My grandfather was the most powerful man in this whole continent. Maybe they did try to send him somewhere else.
My parents would have never done this. My father was.
No, I'm not saying
always-
they did this. I'm saying that if this is what you've seen, and someone else got their hands on what your parents were working on for whatever reason,
It's possible.
They were on that list.
could be a reason to keep them silent.
The Keemar name was on their list.
Is that
I mean,
which
that's my
one is?
mother, but
That's your mother.
they both were always willing to help their fellow man. They would have never done anything that was destructive.
No, I'm saying
But
that
they
maybe
got into
somebody
their own
took it from
hands.
them.
And that means they created it.
They might have created something that benefited all of us, and then someone twisted it. There are many smart people in this world, much smarter than me. So
Well,
More
you and
evil
me
too.
both. I could do you almost no good here. I mean, Aldwin's good with sciences. Maybe my uncle knows what this is. He's got more pull with certain political parties, but I've never seen anything like this. And I'm just seeing the change back and forth. I mean, the idea of sending somebody into a different time, that's, as far as I know, the best they could do is try to find a way to rewind it to some degree.
How far is like the smoke from the water? Like I know that we're like on that. Like I know that we're all in a circle, right? How far is the smoke away from us? Like is it like right above us? Is it like are we?
It's
in
like on
it?
the contact. It's contact in the water.
Okay.
so there's just like this pillar of smoke.
Yeah, it's like it's like a funnel, and you guys are at the skinniest part, and then it's getting bigger as it goes up.
What's the
Is it
smell?
dissipating at all? Like,
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell since you dove underwater. I would say that those that stood on the whole time you guys were diving probably noticed that yes, it is dissipating a bit.
so it's not staying there.
No, it's starting to fade. It's just it's
Does that image
Still
get
fresh.
bigger? Does shimmering get bigger as it's going?
no.
Okay, just the initial placement.
What's the smoke smell like? Does it just smell like regular
Burn
like campfire
ozone,
smoke?
lightning.
Does it smell like chemicals?
Sulfur. Your matchstick.
Question he's not prepared for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't, but I like.
What does this
It's
taste
interesting. Yeah.
What are you gonna with it?
like? Wafting.
Well, it's unfamiliar. It's a cop-out answer, but you would have never have smelled anything like
So it
this.
doesn't smell like a campfire or a barbecue, or it smells
It smells earthy.
not like that. Okay.
It smells sedimentary.
Do we see anybody like going through this smoke at all?
I knew she knew it.
Like is anyone going near it?
Yeah, people are diving in. Like he
in-
came up
in
in the middle.
smoke, like
yeah, he came up right in the middle of it.
okay, okay.
It's just-
You said it's a funnel, so does it come to a
Okay.
sharp point? Or
no, it's
does it
just
come
kind
to
of
a
like this.
wide
Like it's not a perfect cylinder. It's just
Okay.
kind of like
Am
down.
I able
and
to cast
it's
like
being
identify on it?
She did.
Well, I
detect
realized I
magic.
didn't have detect magic,
Okay.
so I can't do it. So if someone has
I don't have
it.
detect magic. I only have identify.
point? You have to touch
Does
it.
that work on
Yeah,
like
it's-
I mean, I'll go and get in the
Yeah.
smoke. I wanted to clarify that someone else had touched it first.
Also, DM, you just let me know when I make it to the top of that.
It'll be a minute. You sunk to the bottom.
I figured.
I would, just for the sake of it, is
You'll
like
all
letting down
honors.
the chain more.
Mothercraft's never coming back.
Lovecraft, this is a lot farther down than I thought.
Oh, no.
You hear it pull, and then it just.
Eventually you run out, you're like, damn it.
So identify requires you to touch an object.
Yeah, so I
It's
guess
kind
it
of
would
tough.
be- Yeah, that's fair. I didn't know if I could like go into this smoke and like be it touching me. but
Yeah, I mean, there's probably
understand.
like. Here's what we'll do. If you want to try that, you can try that. We'll
Okay.
just have you roll a Arcana check first
Okay.
to see whether or not you're able to touch the object
Fair.
within the
Okay.
smoke that's making this happen.
Come on, Mandy.
Ooh, my Mandy.
I'm warning you, it
This
won't be an
decides
easy
if you go
roll.
to the wedding
but-
or not.
Just out of curiosity, I know I only rolled for it.
17.
But, the
Thanks,
image
guys.
I'm
Thanks,
seeing,
guys. I have a +4 to.
There's no like, different buildings, right?
No,
There's
it's all
no
water.
Clear landscape.
Yeah. Sorry. What did you roll? 17. You get in and you go to like kind of touch at it, and you start to feel like there's some sort of magical quality to it, but you're not sure what that means. Like you're not sure, you can't you can't physically grab onto it. But
Okay.
you feel like it's buzzing with magic.
Where's
It was a 20 check. It was gonna be a hard one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you even letting me try to grab smoke.
Trust me, once you guys figure it out, you'll understand why that's kind of a weird one. So,
Yeah.
it'll make more sense later, I promise.
Yeah, does he know how to detect
He
magic?
can. He just has to come up here.
He's climbing up the chains.
That's the bet because it's like if you guys hoist the anchor and to get moving, I'm gonna be on it. So I'm just making my way up. Making my way up.
All right, we'll say after you guys
Fast
are
forward.
experimenting all these different things, eventually, Melicraft, you guys hear the ching, 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 and he climbs his way up the chain.
Finally.
Detect
took you
magic
so-
on it. On the smoke. We were waiting on you to get back. Detect magic, please.
Yeah, Cornelius kept pushing the chain down. That's crazy.
Yeah, I bet he was.
Is everyone like? Is anyone doing anything different, or is everyone like now that he's up here?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
trying to
all-
focus on him. Like I just want to get an idea.
Yeah.
Like what's Levi doing right now?
I'm basically just shocked that there's nothing there. I don't
So you're just in
understand
shock
magic
and awe?
still. Yeah, I'm just. Where the fuck is the thing?
I've been focusing on the shimmering the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We're kind of
Shimmer's
shimmering
got
the
me.
people. I would have seen if any of the people coming out of the water other than us seemed like they had something. If they didn't
No.
look like they had anything, they're just all coming up like from
Empty-handed.
How many militant are there? Like, are we seeing hundreds? Or are we seeing like
hundreds? Yeah. There was like a couple dozen ships, and each ship probably had 10 to 15 soldiers. So yeah, hundreds. Also, as you're looking as these little bobbing heads come over the water, it's the same thing. As you see like the glimmer of light, you're seeing that these people, they jump up and they're like climbing up the ship, and then that like happens, and the ship's like not there. It's just water. Like that person is not there. It's just water.
Does it follow on them like the water is
That's what I
continuing?
didn't want to happen to me when I
Hmm?
that smoke.
Does it follow with? Oh, it's really part of the cloud smoke.
It's like only happens for a second, and then
Yeah,
then you
my
see
brain's
it.
trying to like
That's
me is
what
trying to
happened.
determine is it the cloud that's causing that, or is it the water is contaminated with something and then like shit like you have
You don't know.
speckles of dust in it.
You said,
Hard to
is
tell.
there only Cornelius who saw that, or did we all kind of see
Oh, you're all seeing it. He was just up there specifically looking for
I was
it.
looking through it. Trying
Yeah,
to
you
figure
got
out what it was.
everyone's doing something different here. He like specifically asked me like I want to look into the cloud, and like he rolled a high
Okay.
check. So like, he's got the best view of it so far, but the rest of you are seeing similar. It's hard to piece together.
So you said there was a guy who got on the ship and then the ship wasn't there, and it was?
Just for like a second. Yeah.
I think we're seeing some sort of. My guess would be some sort of visual
You guys ever
difference between time.
have you guys ever seen like sunlight reflecting off of like water as it's like waving, like wading up and down? It's just like you see like flashes of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that. Imagine that, but
With
that
shit.
flash, instead of it being a bright light, you're seeing like a different
Different image.
So-
different image. Yeah.
In any of those times, like if we stare at it, any of those times, is my grandfather's ship in one of them?
No.
And we're able to like put our hand through it and nothing happens, right?
You can try.
Oh, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, that happens.
That was a good bait.
We had one thing to do with keep our sanity.
You look, she pulls her hand back and it's gone.
Yeah, I've casted detect magic.
Yep.
I was gonna give them a whole spiel about. Well, if I do this, there's not much more. I can, whatever.
Yeah. You detect the entire storm cloud is buzzing with magic, as well as the armor that Anari is now wearing.
She didn't do that.
I learned at School of Magic, if any.
If any. 1 second. There is an answer to this. Oh, Dunamancy.
I knew it.
It's what?
Tell the player
Dunamancy.
knew it. Dunamancy.
Time. Or gravity.
Well, obviously, the smoke is magic. The magic is dunamancy.
What's that?
Time, gravity.
Dunamancy?
Dunamancy.
Dunamancy.
is.
This is magic of dudes?
No.
Dune.
Uh,
Okay. So sand magic.
No. A wonderful book and actually a great play. You should watch it sometime. But
It's a study of time, Callan.
Oh,
That makes more sense.
Alteration of probability in magic.
so this is okay.
What was this play you were talking about?
it's called Dune. It's a really good time. I feel like right now is not the time, the appropriate time to
Some
discuss
sort of
the
giant
arts.
worm or something added
But my best guess is this would have something to do with, as Cornelius said, could be a number of things: gravity, time, probability. I just know what it belongs to, not necessarily what exactly it does.
Who has the ability to do something like this?
There are very scary
powerful people,
mages
people
in
that steal
our
things.
midst.
What about that scary lady? The one, yes, the one that you don't like.
I don't know. I
The
actually
one that
do
you
want to
don't
look
like.
around. I know it's very smoky. Anything? Is Lenora here? Any of the ships? Can I see her?
You're looking specifically for Lenora?
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, the way he said that.
Please.
Hi.
You are grounded.
Can
That's
I
another fucking one!
Wow.
Can I help her?
You can. Yeah, you can absolutely. You know what she looks like.
Someone help!
I was gonna say, if anyone knows specifically what Lenora looks
You
like.
can help too.
What's your investigation?
-1.
Oh, well, I had 19, so it's
18.
an 18.
Can't seem to. It looks like everyone's wearing armor. It's hard to tell. And these ships are spaced out. They're not like
I know.
But
together.
let's get back. Let's get back to that. We're not
I would
gonna
agree. Remember, the last vision we saw was specifically the Undercity in ruins with this smoke overhead. So maybe we took the bait as well.
I think we did.
Well, let's go see. So
So are we going to the King's Keep?
what is that? Let's turn the boat around.
Did you put the anchor up?
I thought you were going to the next scene.
Well, at this point, yeah.
Flashback.
Hoist up the
That's
anchor.
what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, can we just like reverse time and never have that?
Oh man, if only there was a school of magic to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't specialize in that.
Yeah, hoist the anchor and
So
go.
we're going back to the King's Keep?
Yeah.
Back to land.
What?
The land.
Okay. You guys know what check to make. We're gonna stick with nature because I'm sure there's a better one to do, but this is the one I started.
Natural
with.
20.
That's someone's
Dude, we are unstoppable when it comes to boats.
Hey, he's one-handed. Just
Ghost riding the whip.
On the seat.
he's got his like
Reversing the ship.
I'm just cosplaying your dad right now.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, he's just basically Mitch in his form right now.
Oh my god. So yeah, you
Rest in
whip
peace,
that
Mitch.
bitch, and you go back towards the dock. And just for the sake of time, you guys are able to dock, no problem. By this point, you're getting kind of good at it. But yeah, you get back to the dock. What's the game plan?
How like I know they were telling everybody to get in their houses. So how busy
At
is
this
the
point,
actual
it's
dock?
desolate. The dock has a few soldiers, but like up into the city, you don't really see.
How
people.
about King's Keep? Is it still doing okay?
It's too far to really tell from here.
Okay. I'd say let's get to the
Is that where we're
Undercity.
going? Undercity or King's Keep?
But we're not going to be able to get into King's Keep. So
There's not going to be anything.
if I go back to King's Keep, I may not leave there alive. So
Oh, Undercity it is.
Well, you can take off your rig and
oh yeah,
be
I'll do
disguised.
that. I'll put my rig up and I'll put my hood back up.
I had
Inconspicuous.
as part of my shift weave, when I first created the outfits, one of them was the militant, but I know it said that you can't have anything but clothing. Even so, if it's like magical, it can look like the magical item, but it won't be the magical item. So I wouldn't be able to like have the armor of a militant.
You would. It just
It
it would
provide you
look
armor.
like the armor. It wouldn't give you
It wouldn't-
protective
right, of
qualities
course.
of like a +2 or +3 armor. So
Okay.
like you would look like it, but it's a essentially illusion. So
Okay.
To the Undercity. Is there any more? There's no more rumbling or anything like that. Like
rumbling.
yeah, you will. I know
Or
there's the first
shockwave.
one.
Oh, the
Shockwave.
shockwave. Yeah, no, that passed. That was
Okay.
like an initial blast. Since then, it's been pretty quiet.
Okay.
You're really quiet.
Back to the other city.
I don't know what else we can do up here, but I think at some point we're probably going to have to figure out who we can go to for answers for this. This is weird. So
Where would your parents be?
Apparently, I don't know. But we could speak with my brother. He studies dunamancy.
that might be a good plan.
You don't know where your
Is he
parents
here in Redborough or is he?
My brother, at last I know, he's back at Hoffmore, studying to be some sort of high-profile collegiate type. Probably his second or third PhD or whatever he's working on.
I don't know
Well, let's
where
go to the
your
other
parents
city and
are.
make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's make our way
I
to
just don't
Hartford.
know where my parents are.
That's strange.
Do you know where your
I know where
parents
my
are?
parents are.
Well, good for you. Mine were taken from me, so I don't know where they are.
I never knew
Well,
my
you
parents.
left that part out.
Very sensitive subject.
The way he said as he sips his beer.
Can we see, as we're walking through tech, can we see the big lake that the island's on the keep? The lake specifically, not necessarily looking at the keep. No, I was trying to keep an eye on the lake, because when in the vision, the lake was spilling in on itself, or
Yes,
like it was
sort of.
dry.
So what you can see as you guys are approaching the dock, you notice there's like these almost like tributaries or like rivers that go from the big lake where you guys were just swimming in into the city that has that like, it almost seems like it was like a man-made water structure around King's Keep. So you can see the river going into it, but again, there's too many buildings and things in the way to actually see the water surrounding King's Keep, which is what creates the water curtains in the Undercity. So you can't quite see that, but you can see
Do the channels still go into the city?
Yeah, they still go.
Full water? Okay.
There's like more waves right now than normal, but understandably.
Okay.
So to the other city? To the other city?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you guys going to go back to the entrance that you originally went to, sort of at the west side of the city, by?
I would say whatever is
yeah.
the closest entrance is probably the one we'll take, so that we can
Okay.
kind of travel underground instead of amidst all the chaos.
All right.
I can pull up the map too.
And have we come back to the docks
Two
themselves?
on the top right, and then there's one to the bottom left a little bit. But the Berenice's one might be the closest one.
Yeah.
Did you recover?
There doesn't really appear to be a whole lot
Back.
northwestern side
Yeah.
there for us to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, back by the Berenice's, it looks like.
I'm sure it's a real hot spot right now.
Everywhere's a hot spot, probably.
Everything's fucking hot.
Chuck's like a busy right now.
Okay, yeah, you guys scurry back through the city. It's all the shops are locked up. There's nobody out on the streets besides like the occasional other person sprinting to wherever it is that they're on their way to. You guys make your way all the way back to the Baronisto's hideout, and besides the like matchsticks bar, and you go through that veiled entrance into the Undercity. And under here, it's very similar to up top. Everyone seems to have been like scurried into their homes. It looks pretty desolate down here as well.
What's the afterthought look like?
Yeah, I was gonna say beelining for there.
Yeah.
It looks like it's open for business.
Okay. Great.
Of course it would be.
People are gonna drink whenever they hit the world.
It's a perfect time too.
Are we planning on going back to regroup at the church, or?
I don't know what to regroup about. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why we're doing it. I mean, I think we need answers on this because this is obviously connected to
We probably need to get
quite
the
a few of
King's Keep.
us. Yeah, but we can't take Callan there.
Well, I think
We'll
we
let them stay
might
here.
be able to under certain
This
circumstances.
is a bit of an emergency, yeah.
That might be
Callan's
best
thinking
bet.
about it. He'll get to
We
it
could
soon.
perhaps disguise him in some way.
Yeah.
Put some new clothes on him. I know his body is probably a bit larger than any of our clothes, but
We can do our best.
yeah.
Well, don't have a cape faces on.
But that's what I think we need to do, is to check and make sure that everything is okay at Keeping, that the lady that you don't like is not there.
I guarantee she had something. She had to have. I don't see how she couldn't have.
Why else would she want the blade?
Yep.
So, are you guys going to the afterthought, or are you going back to HQ?
Yeah, we're going.
If we're going to the afterthought, we'll probably.
I was gonna
We
say
can
this-
see what info Shark doesn't know.
Well, for the reason for wanting to go underground, are the curtains still doing their thing? Like, okay, so
Still curtaining.
I just wanted to see if down here looked like the vision with the curtains dried up and being able to see out. So that hasn't happened yet. But the smoke is there. So maybe part of what we saw is already in motion and we need to prevent the second part from happening. I don't know. The Undercity is safe. That is the one reason I wanted to look here. So
It just looks quiet. So.
I think
This looks to be a weapon that is going to become a war of some sort. We might need to figure out what distributed it, whether it's connected with your family, or who got the hands on this. But I think at this point we need to figure out what this is.
I agree, and I
Because
think
that's
Cornelius's family is
His
the way
brother.
to do that. That's got to be where we start.
In Hartmoor, right?
Yes, that's where my family's from. Well, my mother.
What?
We can ask if Shark's heard of anything of a weapon such as this. He knows nothing, of course, but
So I think he knows a lot more than what he says.
That might be. That might give us something to go off of, but I think on the intricacies of how it happened, and that's going to have to come from above ground. But at least Shark can maybe give some.
I feel like Shark is going to be tied up keeping peace down here. We can check in with him, but if he's preoccupied,
Quite frankly, I think we might be of use to him too because we've watched it happen. No one down here saw it.
fair. Well, maybe we should at least speak with him then.
Okay. I'll walk into the afterthought. Take a look around. Go to Shark's office if he's there.
Yeah, this place is fucking busy. Similar to the first night you came in, it is busy. A lot of the people down here either aren't threatened by what happened, or don't care, or it's a reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's busy. It's popping.
What's Shark's door look like?
There's a line.
your social customs are quite confusing. First you're sad, then you're happy, then you're sad again, then you're happy again.
Well, think about it.
You don't
These are
have
people
emotions?
that don't have any benefit from the
No.
people above.
I try not to.
Why not? That's an exciting part of being, well, not human.
No.
A person? Alive?
Yeah, but emotions are only weakness.
While this conversation is happening, I'm scanning the bar for a particular marking.
The therapists are like,
Investigation check.
Sorry, I guess you want to do something.
I'll just see if I hear anybody talking about that.
That's a 7. Nope.
Don't see anything.
I don't
It's like
hear.
a lot of happy people.
There's no talk about what happened.
Oh yeah, I mean, people are. That's the majority of the discussion. Like, so as you guys are walking through, you're hearing different members of the Hemlocks, different other, just like groups within here. Just, well, if you ask me, it's about time. And you hear like, it doesn't matter that there's just one more dead rich person. You know, like it's just things like that. Like
People down here don't
They
care.
don't seem to care much for your grandfather.
I don't think they care for any royalty.
Millcroft immediately had joined the queue as soon as he got into the.
Yeah.
He went and stood in line,
Standing with Melicroft.
saving a place.
Callan goes up to the third floor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So divide and conquer kind of night.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go with Callan.
As you walk up, I would say, hey, I know you need to do what you need to do, but just be careful.
Okay, so who's going to the third floor? Callan. Oh, the three of you guys.
Yeah, I follow
What
you.
are the options? Third
Good
floor.
by the moment.
That's what we're fighting.
I'm gonna watch some
He's
fighting.
probably
That's the
gonna-
party room, right?
It's the party room, yes.
Yeah.
There's gotta
You
be
can
a part
reserve
about
it.
I don't talk to sharks, so I probably would have just gone with most likely Con.
Yeah. Callan kick some ass.
Otherwise, I was gonna get my cake, but that seems like a good plan.
I'm gonna run and go get my cake real quick, guys.
I'll be back in that. I'm back in that one.
You're going to get
I don't talk to
me
shark,
out.
and I'm not waiting in another damn line for 5 hours.
Maybe.
I would like to see that.
I'll go to the third floor.
Okay, so who's all going upstairs? All right, the four of you now, and then Levi, what are you doing?
I'm just drinking with everyone else.
Well, he's standing in line.
No, I mean like common people.
Oh,
I'm celebrating the death of another rich person.
what about the two of you?
You know
I'm
what?
going with Mel.
I'll-
I'm standing in line.
I'll
Sure.
awkwardly stand around the people cheering, not knowing what to
PB is awesome.
Lost girl in the bar.
do. At this, I've completely forgotten to put the ears down, the tails out.
Yeah.
At this point, so I'm just
Here.
foxing it
We're
up.
here.
Y'all didn't tell me to be inconspicuous, so
Nah, that's fine.
Should check into the explosion.
I know. So all y'all are cheering
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
game.
Oh my god, so.
I'm just
So-
trying to fit in.
There's like 4 people in front of you in line. It's going to be a minute before you're able to speak with.
That's why Bellercroft went and stood in line and figured, well, no matter what's going to happen, at least he's got a place in line.
Callan, Caehanna, Cornelius, Isadora, all go upstairs.
Yes.
And there's an equally large crowd up here. You guys, you try to break your way into the center to see the fights of what's going on, so you kind of push through, push past people to get in, and it's right at the end of one of the other fights where there was this kind of bugbear type person fighting 2 humans in a 2 human one. And so
Is it bare fist or weapons? I can't remember.
there are weapons allowed, but not music. So it's like brawler style or music, magic.
Okay.
Well, if you're a brawler. So like, you can use weapons, but your like magic is like frowned upon. It's
Okay.
like, you know,
Just your speed.
yeah,
It's like a cheap shot.
yeah.
Okay.
People will still do it, but it's not cool. And if Shark was up here, he'd be more delegating that. But yeah, after that fight breaks up, you see this kind of slender elven woman who seems to be running these fights up here in Shark's stead. And she, excuse me, she sort of raises her hand and everyone gets quiet. She says, and who do we have next?
I will hop up. I mean, is there a bar? I'm assuming.
No, it's just a circle.
Oh, I'll just walk in.
Yeah. So Callan's big ass walks in.
I'm gonna
She's
cheer. Woo!
And other people join in and cheering. Like they're like, yeah, big fucking guy. And she's like, impressive. And do we have a challenger? And there's like crickets. And then it's like quietly you hear like a step forward, and it's just one other person. And you guys look over and you see this sort of white cloak, ironically, kind of like what I was wearing. It's like white cloak shawl type with this like gold trim going down the center. He's wearing this face mask of sort of like a Japanese, like, yeah, like demon style mask.
Okay.
You just see him sort of walk forward, and his like the whole like outfit he's wearing, it's like sort of tied close on his wrists and his ankles, and he just sort of walks up and he like bows to you, and he like looks over her and bows to her, and he just like
Is it fist only? Is he
he's just
just
using fists, yeah.
okay?
And she says, "Oh!" And everyone's like, oh, let's go. let's fucking go! The crowd erupt for this guy. Like they go crazy.
I'm going for you, Callan.
And she says, to the newcomer, what is your name?
Cow.
Calf.
Cow.
Cal. Cal.
Calf the cow.
Mitch.
Mitch.
Cal.
Think I did it.
Cal, tell the people, what is your experience with fighting? What odds should they put on you?
You know, I enjoy it, so take that what you will.
He enjoys it, everyone.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our local favorite. And then she sort of goes over to the guy who's just like still, like perfectly stoic still. She says, and Vic. And as she says Vic, they again go fucking nuts. And she says, to keep it fair, we'll put the wages at a 10-1.
Jesus.
Anyone who would like to bet for our dear Cal, who enjoys fighting?
I would just say, Callan, are we doing this for the sake of getting energy out? Are you actually trying to win?
I would like to express some anger. So,
What a healthy way to do it.
I'll put 100 on the big man.
100.
That's right.
so while this is happening, Callan will take out his short sword, attach it to the top of his pole,
Here we go.
Okay.
and then whenever we're ready,
You
I'll...
see Vic just still standing there.
Oh, thanks. Over it went.
Hard cut to
Oh,
Melcroft
there it is.
leaning over to
There you go.
Feria.
Thanks.
He's got to be, by now, yeah.
He's fighting.
I haven't
Yeah.
tried this.
How tall is
Thumbs are
this?
going out.
Hard cut back.
How tall is this room?
It's on the 3rd floor. It's probably like a 15-foot
Okay.
ceiling.
Cool.
So like you're standing like you're I wouldn't say you're at the top by any means, but like you could probably like reach up and jump and like touch the ceiling if you really wanted to. Yeah. So as some of the bets sort of filter through and fall in line, you see this elven woman sort of raise her hand and say, okay, bets are finalized. Vic, Cal, let's fight! And everyone starts cheering, and and Vic's still just perfectly still.
Let's go, Callan.
As she says, let's fight, Callan will charge forward, and as he's running, will start to rage. So with each step, he gets bigger and starts cracking the floor.
That's cool.
And then we'll do this. We'll grab the end of his pole arm and kind of do like this big ass twister move and just try to chop him.
As you're doing that,
Yeah.
you roll initiative.
Okay. Where did my phone get? That's not bad.
With each of those cracking steps,
Do a punch.
Melcroft is just thinking about a bucket of spackle and some wood. Just like,
I know. You're underneath. Everyone's hearing.
17.
No, there's only 2 of us. I'm still
No, you're fine.
track initiative just in case.
You're fine.
Keep me up. You rolled a 17?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck, Cal.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Peanut butter banana sandwich. What are you doing?
Okay, Callan, you're up first. So as you start to rage and grow in size and you slash with your pole arm, go ahead and roll your attack. I'm assuming I know what that means.
It's blinking and excitement.
Okay, so you have to remind me the roll for natural 20s.
You
Maximum.
Rolling double.
yeah, you roll damage and double it.
Okay.
Everything's double.
So 9, 18, 9 plus 12, 24 points of damage.
Yep. And you guys watch Vic just sit there, and as he goes to slice, you see him like kind of put his head down to where the blade, as it slices through, instead of like getting his arm, just cuts like right into his neck. You see Vic do this, and he stands up, and you see blood gushing down his neck, and he's just
Sorry. 28 with the rage damage.
Not bad. I mean, go Cal.
Yeah.
I am rooting for you. I'm keeping
Alright,
your
and then you-
stuff safe.
As you're standing now on him, like, wait, he's only like 5'5".
Yeah.
It was already.
So I'm now
already had a big
double
advantage.
his height.
Yeah, easily.
So it means he's good for blowing punches.
Yeah. And he is going to. You just see like his elbow kind of tuck in and just like up into like your
I wonder if
thigh
he's a
where
monk.
you can reach. And then you watch everyone else watching. You see him like.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Okay.
He's, AC is 15.
27, 26, 22, and 18. All four are going to hit.
That's monks for you.
Monkey.
Monkeys.
You said you already put 5.
I was going to message him. He's like, I had stealth bet 500 on the other guy. But I was like, no, I'm gonna enjoy
support my
this.
man.
Yeah, that's right. So I was thinking, even if I lose, I get half back what I lost from you. But if you win, I still only make twice as much that it is. So 500 to the grand.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
17.
17. Perfect. Yeah. So you save as you feel one of those hits feel like it tried to do a little extra something to you.
Okay.
As you take 26 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
So 13.
13. It's magical.
I'm still resistant unless it's elemental type. I'm resistant to it.
Then sure. I don't know if that's the case.
I think so, yeah, because I looked it up the other time when I was building the barbarian.
Then yeah, 13.
Okay. So my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Commence with a beating.
So he rolled 20. He's 4 times. Okay. So I'll just take. I will just try and do like a giant overhead chop onto him.
Okay.
21.
21 does hit.
Okay.
Come on, big boy.
4 plus 3, 7, 9 points of damage.
You like cut it. Are you doing your full arm? You're like slicing it.
Yeah, just I'm like trying to smash him into the floor.
I do want to retcon something.
Okay.
So from the first critical hit that you
Okay.
had, as you sliced into him, you knocked his mask
Oh.
off.
Ooh.
And then as you slice in this time, he just sort of like kind of slivers to the side just a bit, and you like cut into his shoulder, and you see him sort of like push it off as you cut in, so it seems like you've done minimal damage. And as you knock his mask off, you see that he does have this like seared emblem on his forehead.
Fuck!
You went downstairs. You never.
And I see the
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we know
everyone up here sees it. And again, he's going to. Yeah, we're gonna.
Man, he's processing.
16.
Yeah. Deciding what to do.
26.
Oh, I already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, God damn, I'm gonna stand in the fucking line. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Me and
okay,
Levi
you got
are
it, you got it.
downstairs, just like
The lowest was 15. I forget.
My AC is 15.
15. Okay. That is 26 again. 26 again.
Okay.
So 26 points of bludgeoning damage reduced down to 13, and I need you again to make a Constitution saving throw.
are you still alive? Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucy's trying to take you down.
Just do you,
Oh, that one's
as
probably
soon
not
as I
good.
recognize it as being a thing, I'd like to go downstairs and go to another croft. Timing.
I was gonna say this is all happening within seconds, so I mean you can do that, but
Yeah.
17 again.
what?
17.
17 again? Yep, you're good.
And you said how much damage? 26? So 13?
13.
I raged at the beginning of this battle, so I got 2 more rounds. So he's just still standing in front of me. I will pick my glaive up off the floor and then just kind of once again do another like a big twister kind of move, like whirlwind, just try and just chop him in half.
Love to hear that.
19.
19 does not hit.
Damn. I mean, that's all I got. I only got 1 second. So
You watch as doing that big swinging motion, he seems to have seen it coming, and you just watch him like kind of duck under it. And as you do, that's a crit on the first one.
fun.
Nothing goes wrong with that monk crits.
Those would probably knock me out.
Well, man, just be angry enough.
Be more
I
angry.
survived Kazami.
I guess I should have watched you fight. It
Yeah,
would have been
probably.
enjoyable.
I mean, both are first turns.
That would be a 36 total for all the hits, half down to 18.
Oh, I got 2 hit points left.
And make a Constitution saving throw. As once again, stunning strike.
Is Homie looking left?
He's just
That
like this
is
is
a
just
nat-
like
that's
this is
a
like he's
natural
warming
one,
up.
so-
Like,
Oh,
it's a-
okay.
yeah.
That was a natural 1.
Yeah, so it just looks like he's like warming up into this fight. Like the more it goes, he just keeps kind of like the first time it was all his thighs, like bop 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 bop, and then he took that slice, and then he goes to the other leg, bop 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 bop, and then he takes that on the shoulder, and then now he sort of jumps up and like bop 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 bop, and then he just kind of lands, and now you guys watch as Callan in giant form. You watch as you're expecting him to take a strike, he's just like sort of like TKO'd for a second, like a little rocked. And you watch as where do you have 2 hit points?
I have
left?
2 hit
Yeah.
points.
So you watch as Vic just over exaggerates sort of this like over the top like kick down into the back of his leg, and you guys just watch Callan like collapse and fall down to the floor. And Vic just sort of looks back at the elven lady and bows, picks up his mask and puts it back on. And steps back into the crowd, and everyone's cheering, going crazy. Be 100 gold pieces taken away.
I should have been the other guy just to hedge.
Is he
And
just
you
like
guys watch
standing
as you watch as Callan shrinks back to like normal size.
there? Is he just standing there like he's not trying to disappear or anything?
Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Cool. Sick. I'm gonna go run and try and put this back into his mouth.
Do I
And hopefully
get knocked out, or was it just like non-lethal damage?
Yeah. I mean, we're not doing like unconscious. You don't have to make like death saves. Like it was a fight that you were like agreed to. So
Yeah.
Can I,
say
can I
yeah, you
ask,
get
can I
knocked
ask
out.
the DM how close I was? Was I even close at all?
Oh, to hurting, to killing
Was he
him.
worse
Yeah,
for wear?
to winning.
Oh, to winning. No.
Well,
He
all right,
just
then.
it's all right. Well, we're gonna try and get solid rock.
You never
Probably.
help out.
Can't do much with one attack.
I was already good. So.
Well, Melicroft and company. I forget who's all. Yeah, you two.
It's just the 2 of us.
Yep. So you guys are up next as Shark welcomes you into his office, and well. How did I know I was gonna see the both of yous today?
You see us a lot.
Happy harvest to you.
And happy harvest to you as well, Shark.
I still don't know where your people are, man.
Oh, no, I wasn't expecting any updates on that. I just was wondering what you'd heard about the massive explosion that happened an hour or so ago.
What?
Sorry, what don't you know? I mean, I know it's a hard thing to notice, and, you know.
Nothing about it.
I heard it.
You could hear it down here?
Yeah, you feel it. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay. Well, we were above ground, so we watched it happen.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's no rubble.
What that mean?
There's no pieces of ship. There's
What ship?
the ship that blew up.
Well, it was a ship that blew up. That's fucking crazy, guys.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Well,
Just like out of the blue.
yeah, out of the blue.
I think we're,
Supposedly containing the Elder King.
That would be pretty big news. That's a pretty big accusation.
Yeah, no, I all I'm asking is if you've heard anything about it. We're just confused about what's going on.
What's the rumor mill down
I'm
here?
we don't know if anyone's connected to it.
I think people are a little excited down here. A little change is usually pretty good for the people at the bottom. The whole chaos is a ladder type of thing, so people are excited. We don't know what it means, Don't even know if the old man was on the ship, but...
Yeah. Well, there is no ship to speak of. I don't know what anyone's told you about the site of the supposed crash, but there's no wreckage, no nothing. A cloud of smoke with some faint residue of dunamancy on it, but we figured we could give you the information we have to help you paint a more clear picture in case anyone else comes knocking at your door about it.
No one's brought it up to me at all today.
All you're seeing are the celebrations. No one's brought it up.
Yeah, nobody's talked to me about it yet today. You guys are the first, so it's good to know.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
I guarantee it's all that's been talked about.
Yeah.
Can you take this too? I'm sorry.
Oh, so much better. 19.
19. Yeah, he definitely has been talking to people nonstop about this since
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
Almost exclusively. Yeah.
Well, I know we're the first to talk to you directly about it. Did you overhear anything?
Maybe.
Care to share?
For a price.
What are we talking?
Hold on. Before he even says a number, Milikoff will plop 20 gold on the table.
Great.
Oh. This is outstanding news. Listen, so there's people that there's people in this world that don't necessarily trust that the old geezer's gonna make a good decision when it comes to
The succession.
exactly. So maybe it would be in some people's best interest if he didn't have the opportunity to name a successor. So maybe it was more of maybe it wasn't an accidental crash, if you know what I
Sure.
Yeah,
Anyone talking a little bit more about who is deemed to be better at making that decision?
mean. All these families. They all think they the best. They all think they deserve it.
I'm going to take out another 10 gold and
Oh
say...
my god, this is too much right here.
Is one of those deciders Lenora Aztec?
I wouldn't know.
Anything you've heard?
I know
Or not
that
heard?
I know that she has expressed interest in services that may or may not be a little peculiar,
Such as?
such as the apprehension of a certain weapon that has a reputation of
And we may or may not have already gone through the whole song and dance about.
We're aware of that one.
now
Any
you're
other
caught up. Yeah.
any other strange requests?
Not for just 30 gold, honey.
Would you happen to know about the current status of the keep? What does it look like up there? We're thinking about paying a visit.
I don't go upside, man.
I know
I
you
don't go
don't.
upside.
I know you don't.
If you're gonna ask somebody about the affairs of the top side, it would probably be like the actual, like the law, not me. I handle stuffs down here, but Lawless is probably who you need to talk to. She knows who he is.
Wallace, what I know who that is.
Lawrence Lawless. He's the self-appointed mayor of the Undercity.
Oh, okay.
Shark is just a
So I
savvy
definitely know
business
who
owner.
that is.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You happen to know where Lawless is?
If he's not in my bar, then I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for him.
Just, hey, off the record, be careful what you're snooping around here. We're talking about people who are willing to take down a fucking airship.
Right.
The size of a fucking city to get what they want. I like you, honey, but you're not safe. I don't care how badass you are. These people will fucking kill you. So, proceed with caution.
Have there already been eyes on us for looking around?
What do you think?
It's good to know.
And he puts his hand out.
Drop another 10 in there. 20.
Oh my gosh, so generous. And he leans in, as you guys lean forward. What do you know about the Noxus Society?
Nothing.
What would a lore keeper know about that?
What I've heard
Nothing.
before? Okay.
Okay.
Nothing. What is that?
I don't know. Tell us.
The Noxus. Think of it as a coup that's been in the works for 200 years, filled with powerful members of the entirety of Thaldrin. Not just Shazera, not just Redborough, but across the land. These influential people sometimes request services from people I may or may not know. And those services can sometimes cause
Falling things to disappear.
short-term life loss, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And they don't give a fuck who they killing. Lord Keeper, ex-militant, or the fucking Elder King. So watch your step. And if I see you guys around here again asking questions, I won't be able to help you. You understand?
I'm hearing here's not safe anymore. At least not for that.
You're always safe here. Just for drinks, for fighting, for enjoyment.
And for patching the floor
Yeah,
upstairs.
what the
I'll
fuck
get
is
on
that?
It's
Somebody
outside.
release a goddamn elephant on top of my fucking
Might
house.
as well have.
That's the same.
He's processing some very powerful emotions
Yeah,
right now.
Callan,
And-
I'm not trying to tell a robot guy. You see him?
and I just feel-
No, I'm not cutting in line. He was already in front of you. I saw your face on you, asshole.
All right, both of you, get out of here. Have a good night.
You
Stay safe.
Will
Too
do.
sharp.
And he says, and close the door on your way out. I'm done talking to people for the evening.
Shoot.
And at that moment, we're going to take a quick break because I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we back.
Back to the major battle.
We're back.
To the major battle.
Back to the action.
Yes.
You're dead.
I'm
He's smoking.
injured. I'm smoking.
On the floor.
We don't really care.
Well, you guys leave the office of Shark into the first floor of the Afterthought, and what do you do? Cornelius!
Yeah, I guess Cornelius is like
Look around.
right outside.
I know where Shark's office is, so I know that's where it's gonna be. I push through and find you guys, and are you still waiting in line to talk to Shark, or do I need to take your place? Or you
No, we're done.
His
We're
door's
done.
closed. Okay.
What's wrong?
Meadowcroft upstairs. We have a guy with a mark on his face, the same one that you've seen before.
Was it the one that I drew out for them, Shade?
Yes.
It was the one that I drew out.
I figured it's very important for you to know that, and also for me to know that, because my family's name is on that piece of paper with the same person. Would you just go upstairs and kill him already?
Killing is not part of the arrangement.
Currently, he's fighting Callan, so I don't know if he's in the process of killing him right now, or if maybe, the other way around. I have 100 on him, but I really should probably bet for the other guy. But we need to hurry before he escapes, or whatever. I don't know how long this is going to take.
Not long.
Let's
He
just
left.
go
I have
over
my
this.
eyes on him too.
Let's
I'm
see.
trying to make sure he doesn't leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you
Yes.
processing then? He's upstairs. He's got the marked thing you're looking for.
Okay, let's go. Yes. Stop.
Stop. Yep, you guys get upstairs. At this point, there's two other members fighting. Callan's off on the side, glow cap and
Go Candy.
inhaling.
We can beat up as well.
Looking a little worse for the wear.
Do you want one, Miss Nora? Do you want one? I got extras.
No.
Oh my
Whoa!
Slowly corrupting. I enjoy it. Now you have to roll the Constitution saving throw.
She doesn't know.
Yeah, go back. You didn't do that.
You have to roll the Constitution saving throw.
Must with weed situation.
I'm gonna go.
Concept.
Yeah.
You do, you gotta roll a con save.
Oh, con save?
Yeah.
He wasn't kidding.
Alright.
He wasn't kidding.
Ah, funny, but like for real.
This season, did
I
you?
don't remember where it is.
But when we get upstairs, we can see two other people fighting. Like, shit.
I got a nat 20, that'd be a 24. Oh shit.
Oh, well then that's fine.
Yeah.
You get a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, but all wisdom checks get an advantage.
Woo!
Could at some point we have taken a short rest while with our time tempting?
I mean,
For the sake of rolling it.
And chilling.
so I mean, yeah, maybe if
Because
you
you
were
were
waiting to talk to
4 hours
Shark,
plus 1 hour.
Yeah.
that'd be the
5
only
hours.
time you guys were like still and like resting, I guess. So we'll say the two of you that stayed and talked to Shark. Yeah, everyone else has been up and doing shit.
Yeah. He only cares about him.
I've been socializing.
Yeah, she's been causing problems.
I'm gonna share it on Callan.
Minimal scale.
Smoking glow cap.
Just keep an eye on
Use
the guy.
positive.
It's also gonna have. It's gonna be affecting for 5
Which
hours.
is different.
Wow.
Which was
I accidentally spilled a 4 out of my D4, so.
She's having a good trip for her first time.
It's in a long one.
Yeah.
4
When
hours.
it goes bad, that usually makes it feel longer.
5 hours. 1 plus D4.
That's a long time to be high.
Yeah.
She don't know.
She's like, it's always like this. Are we going upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or clunking.
Pumpkin.
Because Corn Cob is taking us to taking Melogram.
Not for you to say.
I don't know
You
it.
don't know
That was
that.
Mandy. She's gonna call Shane as Corn Cob from now on.
The moment he said it, I was like, they're gonna make fun of this.
That's a sweet little nickname though for a kid named Cornelius.
Corn cob.
Alright. Alright, let's take it away.
All right. Did we see him when we go up there?
Yeah, we see two different fighters.
I'm staring at him as I am now high.
Shit.
There's like two of them.
He's a
His mask is now smiling at you. Yeah, you still there.
Cool.
When you get hot, you turn on the popcorn.
I would have probably gone up and realized.
Cornelius!
Down. What are you doing?
What are we looking for?
Last I checked, our vocabulary was inconspicuous.
What are we looking for?
Did you lose?
Of course.
Shit. That's the guy.
Well, that's some good hits in.
I see the mask.
Pretty sure it's underneath his mask on his forehead. Is what I said.
All right, Millicroft, what do you need? What do you need for this?
Millicroft, you do recognize the outfit.
Okay.
He's very strong.
I can go
Punches
get the
real well.
mask. I can go take it off of him.
Well, he already kicked Callan's ass, so I know he's been capable.
I could have told you they're a dangerous sort.
I found a few good hits.
Are we in any condition to approach this field? We're also on neutral territory. This is...
Depends on what you want to do to
Do you
him.
want to wait
Is it
until he
neutral to
leaves
you?
and we can follow it?
Is it neutral
I'm
to
trying
you?
to keep my emotions in check. I have realized that I've behaved erratically, and I would like to...
Emotions make it fun
If
to
you
be
haven't
alive.
you
Weren't
haven't
you
noticed
there
his
earlier?
a lot louder than he was before.
Yeah, I don't think he remembers the whole
So
motion.
if you haven't noticed, he's whirring a lot.
Okay.
It's a little louder than usual.
He's not a good boss.
Why don't we keep an eye on him? We'll sit here and enjoy the fights, and as he leaves on not neutral territory, we can
Kill him!
take him back to headquarters.
I don't know what we're doing.
You...
He also may know.
I say this with love, Callan. You look terrible.
He won. You know, well, I'd love to chop him in half. So, but I don't know what you want to do. This is your thing, big man. I just saw the mark and I was like, oh, I'm unconscious.
And Nari and
Oh.
Levi are downstairs. These are dangerous people. I've bested 3 of them at this point.
This is
Did you have to kill him?
purpose.
Huh?
Did you kill them?
Killing them's not part of the arrangement.
That's not what I asked.
Did I kill them? No.
Okay, well, that's what I know.
Isn't this your whole purpose?
It is.
It's staring you in the face.
But he seems to be a regular
Does he see
here, so.
us? See us
We're all
talking
solid
about it?
semicircle looking at him.
You guys have pointed multiple times.
Yeah, that's the one who kicked me in the thigh.
Well, then I shall buy him a drink for Vic. You know anybody named Vic?
Can I describe what he looked like? If that
We
makes
see
to
him.
help. Well, no,
He has
I
a
mean,
mask.
beneath the
Was he
mask.
human? Was he?
Like, was he human? Skin tone, what he looked like, eye color.
Human, slightly tan skin tone, black hair, a couple of scars across his neck and chin, and then the noticeable marking on his forehead. Seem to be burned.
Is he looking at me at all?
Yep. Like it's hard to tell. He's wearing a mask, so he's facing in your direction. Like
But just
so
in
creepy.
the crowd. Like, I didn't know if we were on the same side of the crowd. He's like
it's a big
turning.
circle. You guys are over here. He's on this side, like at the front of the crowd, and just looking like
You
he's
could
not.
also fight him.
I mean, y'all.
I'm in no shape to do anything like that at the moment. Perhaps earlier, before a certain crypt.
Can't you heal yourself?
What exactly happened?
Yeah, I've been detecting magic all day.
I've been detecting magic.
It was twice.
Oh.
I can't do that very often.
20 minutes, man, all day. But what do you want to do?
I'm going to put my hand up and wave at him. No, I'm getting. The intent behind this is to see if he returns the wave, and if he is, he's paying special attention to me.
As you look over and give that wave, there's like 4 people behind that all like. But Vic does not.
No, like nothing.
Super. Like.
Not in here.
So do you want to wait until he leaves? Keep an eye
Who knows how long that's going to take?
Use the doors over here, man. Come on, lights.
I mean, at this point, I can dress
This is a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Great.
I'll put my hand up and do one of these and see if he comes over.
7 other people.
Yeah, there's like a group. Yeah, we'll say.
They're just trying to see if this
Does he
dude's
appear to have a drink or anything? Like he's
paying
just
special
sitting-
attention to
He's
me.
just sitting at a table by himself.
He's standing in the ring, like he's at the edge of the ring watching the fights.
He obviously has these cuts from Callan. Why don't you go offer to help heal him?
And then stab him in the throat.
Yes. Or whatever you do.
If only we had a blade that was really good at stabbing people.
You have a blade called forgiveness, right? That's what you've been talking about this whole time.
Yes. But here in the afterthought does not seem like the.
No, that's very
appropriate
true. I
place.
feel like we get our ass.
That would be
handed to us.
doing
Big
Shark a disservice, with whom we are already trying the patience of, and I would rather
Well, what
not
we do
push
now?
that.
We'll talk about that when we're not in the middle of screaming crowds.
Fair enough.
The gears are whirring super loudly. Like it, he can't make facial expressions, but it should be very apparent that he's like really trying to keep his cool, and it's like, okay, you
Tell me,
know.
Melicroft, we can just wait until he leaves. Apprehend him on his way out.
After a few moments, Cornelius, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you turn, and you are surprised to see the draconic face of Igor. He says,
At this point, he's my friend.
"Welcome! You guys here for fights?
Hey.
Yes!
That's right. I lost a
Do you all fight?
No.
Yeah.
I lost.
Oh, but it's okay. You tried your hardest, right?
Alright, sure.
Oh, I would have put money on you if I knew you were fighting, but maybe not now that I know you lost."
That's some good advice. 100 gold down would have helped me out.
Oh, well, do you need more money?
Oh my god.
You know what? We tried to double our efforts. Unfortunately, we weren't successful.
Oh, that's too bad.
I wish I could ask you. For, you know what? Anything you might be willing to spend.
Igor, do you fight?
All the time.
Oh,
Yes.
do you win?
All the time. Oh my god, no way. He gives you 98 gold pieces.
You know what?
Literally a 98 on a D100.
You know what? Igor, I mean, you are by far the best individual on this entire continent. And you know what? If you ever need any help, I will be very...
Do you want to fight with me?
I will be very with you.
Yes, most of the time you they give more. Like more people bet if it's groups because
So you're saying fight? You're not fighting against you, fighting with you. I would
yeah,
be
don't
helping-
fight against me. I would not want to hurt you.
Well, I mean,
Come on, Cornelius.
I think you open this at this point.
He just paid you 98 gold pieces.
we are down on our luck. We don't deserve it, but okay.
Then give it back.
He doesn't hit me. He doesn't
Those words aren't even in Cornelius' vocabulary.
Wait a minute.
Give. What is
Give it
give?
back to myself.
Wait a minute. When did you change clothes?
Back at the theater.
Melicroft. As all of this happened, you guys turned to look.
He's gone.
I was gonna say I never stopped looking at him. I would have never Melcroft wouldn't have turned away from him.
Then you would have seen him
Disappear
pull
into
back
the
into the
crowd.
crowd. Yeah. Everyone else,
I did not. I stopped looking at him.
you would have seen him sort of like step back into the crowd and fall backwards.
Is he nearest to the door?
It's not a good place.
You don't know. You don't see him.
Let's see what the drugs have done.
Yeah.
My friend has disappeared. I'm going to look for him. And then.
Do you need help?
Yes, actually, I would appreciate
Do you want
that.
me to get the keys?
Help me find a man in a white robe.
He
with a
looks like
gold
these. I'm gonna change into him.
Oh, Vic.
Yeah, Vic.
Yes.
We need Vic.
Oh, you don't want to find Vic.
We're not fighting Vic.
Well,
He already
actually,
beat. That's the one who beat
Cal
Callan.
just tried to fight Vic.
Oh.
We're going to congratulate him. On the fight well done.
The groan of metal as Melicroft's fist
The
is
confusion,
Yeah.
the confusion on Ikwar is with words.
Yes.
Well, you see, we thought maybe we would hire Vic, so we're trying to talk with him and just figure out a way to do a future job for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Too good
I don't-
for his own.
I don't think I'm going to help with that.
I just need to find him.
Why don't you
I'm
guys
going to look for him.
Fight, I guess, and we'll.
do you need help?
I do need to make some more money back. I gave some away recently, so I'll probably fight.
I would probably need everyone's help
All right.
with
Let's.
this.
I want to change back into my
Yeah.
just to not trigger you anymore. He's
I
gonna
would
want to
love
like hurt
to
me.
help you, but my friend's a.
Cornelius.
Am I fighting or what am I doing?
No, Cornelius, you don't have to fight. It's fine.
How about this? Next time you're around, anything you want, and I'll help you out. No questions asked.
He reaches out his like draconic hand to shake it. That sounds like a deal.
You've got it.
He shakes his hand.
Cornelius is
You think Cornelius has ever paid back a debt?
And you feel like this burn in your hand that says "I owe you, Iker" on the back of it as you shake his hand.
Really?
I mean, that'd be interesting. It's like a citizen telling a non-citizen they owe him something.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any magic.
Nah,
That'd be cool though.
Yeah, it would.
that's
An
a
unbreakable
good-
curse. What?
I said that's a good promise. That's for me. That's a Bexley. You can take that home.
I was getting stuck on the thing.
Excuse me. That's not good.
Excuse me. Look at her ears. She's like, sorry.
Are we taking a short rest and then find the
She would decide to lay on the only questionable spot.
Isidore's gonna run over to like behind the crowd, like
Okay.
where he was. So like wherever Vic was, like where he like just stepped
Like
into the
run
crowd.
through the fighting pit or like around the
No,
front?
like around. So I want to go like kind of because he had like sunk back maybe. So I was thinking maybe he'd be in the back.
Yeah,
somewhere.
so as
I
you're
want to
like
go towards the door.
as you're running,
Yeah.
Isidore, as you're like running, trying to like dodge through the crowd, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as you are tripping
So double
balls.
disadvantage?
No, just
Is it
it would
double
be.
disadvantage?
There's no such thing. So it's just disadvantage. So
Okay.
you'll
Can I have a short rest to use my hit dice?
no.
Oh,
This all just happened, and then
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, God.
zip to the door.
Good catch.
Thank you.
Tammy, are you good?
Am I really high?
Manny's failing hers.
8.
8. Yeah, you eat it.
Face
You like
plant.
trip and fall, and you're like, oh. You don't take any damage, but it's funny.
You gotta move. You gotta move slow your first time.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to now just extra slow move through.
You're on all fours in the middle of this bar.
That's better.
Okay, the rest of you who are going to look, Melicroft saw him like back in, so Melicroft has an idea of where he was. The rest of you
I'm
looked over at Ikwar and then looked back and he was gone.
Yeah.
So
going to entrances. Like I want to be close to where.
there's only one entrance, remember?
Right. I
So
wanna be
there's
close
like
there.
it's like the balcony, I guess you could call it, but then there's only one entrance that goes up and down that staircase.
Okay.
So that's like the only way
I know, but that's
to
what I'm
like
doing.
get up and down.
Yeah, it's towards that doorway while everybody else fans out.
Okay, so that's where you go. Levi, you guys are still downstairs. I want to take a quick break of this chase scene just to get an idea. What the hell are you guys doing down here now? Like, are you just
So she's socializing. She's trying to dance with them.
Oh, how many feet would you say is
probably 2?
How many feet would you say is from where they are to where I am?
Huh?
Stairs.
How many
between the
feet
floors?
between the floors?
We're first floor.
Their first floor, we're third floor.
Okay, let me ask a separate question. Are you talking like straight through?
Yes. Can
Probably-
message pass
Probably
that?
30 feet.
As long as it's not
Okay, can I
first
send a
floor.
message to Inari?
You can if you have the spell slot.
I sure do.
Can't trick.
Good for you.
Can't.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm walking around just being like,
She
"Have you
can't
heard of
rip. She
weapon
already
that doesn't
fell
That's what I've been doing this whole time. I'm going like table to table, like, have you heard of a weapon
They could change time. It has terrible explosions.
We're gonna
Okay, I don't think that there's.
we're gonna get
I'm
politically
kidding.
assassinated.
I know.
Y'all didn't ever relate anything
I'll
to
tell you
me.
right now, if Cornelius
went to
knew you were
this-
doing that,
I'm
he would
just
do it.
standing back watching.
We
We
walked
didn't.
into this building talking about we need to get info on this weapon, and
Okay.
y'all went to Shark, and
Yeah.
you guys went upstairs, and
Yeah.
no one told me
Yeah.
what to do. So at this point, I'm doing what I thought we were doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna send a message to you, and it's gonna say, Inari, this is Isadora. There's about 25 words
Oh,
for this one.
That's sending.
Yeah.
Messages.
This is Isadora. Be on the lookout for a man in white robes with gold trim and an angry mask. Do not let him leave. Well, actually, if you let him leave, follow him.
Do I not let him leave? Do I do let him leave? You need to be more specific.
That's it.
That's what I said. So if I could respond, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you can respond.
Well, that's what I said.
Either way.
And then I'll start looking around for El Jefe.
Yeah, you never saw him to begin with, so it's hard to like.
Well, all right. I figured I'm looking for a man to describe.
I'm gonna respond.
Okay.
I'm gonna respond.
What's all this?
This is after
She's like doing
tripped.
this.
Okay,
Isadora.
just don't lose sight of him. That's all I ask you to do is don't lose sight of him. So if he leaves, let Levi know that you're leaving, and then just slowly follow him. You can reply to this message.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna roll my die.
What?
Well, I'm assuming I would have
Investigation
to
if she's trying to
investigation.
search for
Yeah, I
Vic,
was looking for him. So
for a man in a white robe.
with the
With gold trim
angry
and an
mask.
angry mask.
Totally in the false.
That's not bad. It's like gray. So you know
I know.
how he's probably needing.
If
Yeah,
I
no,
could change
that's
Just a
a
the-
horribly
That's a
disfigured old
13.
man is walking down
No,
the
there's
street.
no, but while you're talking to people down here, you talk to lots of different members of the Hemlock, different
You're all gonna kill us.
non-citizens.
Did I hear anything about a weapon or transport of it? Or
There's a
new
few people that ask some
job?
follow-up questions, but
Okay.
none of them seem super relevant. To,
Where are you staying? What are your weaknesses?
What's your daily schedule like?
No, there's a few individuals that seem interested in why you're asking, but they've also had a lot of drinks, so you don't know if it's them being genuinely interested or if
No one's heard of any kind of someone, moving some cargo about this kind of weapon or nothing like that? No. Okay.
No.
And I didn't find your dude, so.
those in pursuit up top. You cut off the door. You fall.
I'm back up and at him, okay?
Melicroft, which way do you go? Do you like?
There's a balcony?
Mhm.
I'm going out to the balcony.
So you look over at the balcony and look through the crowd, and you're not seeing him in the crowd of people anymore. However, when you go to the balcony, you do see him walking on the ground outside of the balcony, like he had
Jumped off.
jumped or climbed down the side of the building. But you do have eyes on him as he's walking.
He's not in
Away.
the happy about anymore. Just jump off. That's me. I'm sorry.
I haven't. This is the thing, though, is Melicroft hasn't seen the mark on him, but he's been told that there's one, and he's trying to contain himself. Is anyone of the group going towards the?
Don't contain yourself.
Is anyone of the group towards the balcony at all?
I don't know.
Callan hasn't
Can I have eyes at the like?
Wait,
Would I
in
have
my
eyes at the
relation-
door if I go back? If
Yeah,
I
if you
look
can
back through the
signal me,
window.
then I'll come jump down.
I mean, technically I can walk outside, but you gotta.
I was just gonna see if I could see anyone that I would like wave.
You're way above the crowd, so yeah, I would imagine if
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can. You just give us
Very
a
tall.
thumbs up, thumbs
Yeah,
down.
this is
Your
not
hand
it.
signals.
I can't relay anything to anyone
If you wave,
when I see him.
not there. Yeah.
You gotta figure it
I'm
out on your
gonna
own.
wave at you like downstairs outside.
Then, oh, where would she go down the stairs? Okay, I think she'd
She'd go down the stairs.
She'd go down the stairs, yeah. So Fairy is going to head downstairs and outside as quickly as she can.
Okay.
As soon as I see her, I'm assuming you're running.
Yeah.
So as soon as I see you running, I'll probably follow.
Out loud over the balcony, Melkrop say, Vic, would you have a moment to talk about the underground fane of Freya, in which a man was murdered?
Yee! Running.
That's not aggressive.
Make a persuasion check.
Shit. Nope, natural one.
Vic says, fuck you.
He doesn't seem to hear you and keeps walking.
He's walking though.
How far down at the
He's walking, yeah. He's not like running away. He's just strolling.
Okay, well I'm running.
How far down the balcony to the ground is it?
It's like a 30,
3 floors.
34,
30, yeah.
like 30 to 35 foot drop.
And how far away from the building is he? Like, what's the?
I mean, by this, so when he saw him, when Melicroft saw him, yeah, let's do the
ABC.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, A squared.
So when Melicroft saw him, he was maybe 20, 30 feet. Like he had like gotten to the ground and started walking. By the time you guys would have gotten down there, he's probably at this point like a couple 100 feet away. Like you can still see him, but he's a distance away.
Melkrop would rush downstairs and out the front door.
I'll follow Melkrop.
Until he sees the mark, he's gonna.
I'm gonna pop up from the crowd and not see any of my friends anymore.
He would have looked for anybody upstairs. Like, let's go.
Okay, before
Alright, I'll listen to Melicroft.
before you leave, I'm gonna go find Igor.
Okay.
So
He's currently in the fighting ring.
Oh, is it? Well, I wanted to catch him before
Igor,
he
quit.
left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What?
Okay, I'm gonna go to Igor and I'm gonna hand him 98 gold pieces. And I'm gonna say, for your trouble.
Oh, you want to put this bet on me?
Say yes. No.
No.
No. This is the money that you gave to Cornelius. He is
Yes,
not-
but he's a very good friend of mine.
He is no good for his word. Here's the money.
But we shook our hands on it, so
He does, but he is no good for his word. You can't teach them.
Just ruined one of Cornelius's contacts.
that makes my heart fall to pieces. But thank you so much.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss, there, girl.
you're not there.
And he just sort of looks down at the ground and turns around.
And now he's gonna die in his fight.
Just like Mitch.
We could have kept him as a pet at some point.
No, she can't let
I don't
Cornelius
think
do that to him.
Dragon.
He's good for
I was gonna say off the balcony I could Missy step down.
Now whatever Cornelius owes him is gonna not be in our favor at all.
Kill yourself.
Yeah,
Clean.
It was a fight, so he had to fight himself.
So yeah, we're following
Beelining it out,
Melicroft.
whoever, like rounding up the posse along the way.
Cool.
As long as it's outside of the aftermath, because I'm not going to start beef on
I'm running.
Shark's turf.
I mean, you're
So as
like
quickly as I can
barely
get
up,
to
right?
Yeah, I'm at 1 hit point, so
I was gonna say from the balcony, instead of having to go all the way down through.
Just do your shadow.
I would have just done Misty stepping down
Oh, that works too.
because the shadow's only 15, but Misty's 30, and then if I have to fall the last 5, that's whatever.
Yeah, you're fine. You
And
can
then
do
I
it.
would have, doubled my speed to him as quickly as possible. Like, excuse me, Sir Vic, I just wish to congratulate you on robbing me of 100 gold pieces. And just to delay him to see if you guys can catch up.
Vic seems to not listen and continues to walk.
Then I will follow behind
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards him.
and just try to keep an eye on him and see if I can see them behind me and kind of both of them.
Okay.
On the way out the door, leave, all right? Let's go.
Huh? Oh,
This is relevant to you. Come on.
I'm gonna run until I get like 60 feet from him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attempt to do hold person.
Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like he wants to be talked to. Oh.
He has to do a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
We're just in the middle of town, just doing this.
We're outside.
Outside the
It's
afterthought.
the Undercity.
19 is the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he did it.
Does he turn around? Does he keep
yeah.
on?
Yeah. Once he does that, he shakes it off and turns back, just sort of like keeping his shoulders mostly forward. He looks back and sees you, Isadora. The rest of you are...
We're trying to get your attention.
And he turns and he starts walking back towards you.
Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna run back to everybody.
I feel like I'm right next to you, like, thank goodness. Honestly, we just want to.
As he's walking towards you, you see him like reaching back and putting these like metal bracers on his hands, on his knuckles, and you see him.
I am not trying to fight you. We just needed your attention.
Yeah, we'll say now you guys are getting close to being a little bit more face to face.
I mean, we were the first ones. So
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys were running, but what were you gonna do when you got there?
I don't know. I
Try
tried
and stop him. Like, hey.
Yeah, he's not listening. He only stopped when she did the whole person.
Okay.
We just needed your attention. I'm not trying to fight.
When
I'm sure you'd beat me into a pulp. Okay.
Why are we doing this? Who is this person?
If we've caught up.
He's one of
I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
very sorry.
I've heard your name is Vic. I would like to inquire with you about the Astral Brotherhood and also your involvement with perhaps an underground fane of Freya in which the entire team excavating it was slaughtered and the man overseeing it.
No response.
Is he still walking towards us or just standing there?
He stopped. He's like 10 feet away.
Can he talk?
You haven't heard him speak. No one has.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you talk?
You just see his mask sort of like tilt your direction.
Is he one of those people that talks with the brain? Remember those little elfy people?
You see him just shake his head.
Oh, yes,
no.
he has not talked in my
Answered,
brain.
heard, saw.
Understood.
Do you know what I'm speaking of? You can nod in response to that. You do understand who I am. And now you understand what I have to do. The faceplate of Melicroft's armor will split open, and inside is a black wrought iron skull with purple flames spilling out of the fucking skull, with like bright, almost pearlescent white teeth that are just like jagged, sharp, set into the jaw of the skull. And the mouth will open, and Melicroft will say, "In the name of Freya, I forgive you," and he'll start fucking charging at him.
Oh my god.
Okay. As Melicroft starts to run towards this person, the rest of you watch as he like shimmers for a second, and like 3 more of him kind of appear, and then they all disappear.
They just gone.
All of them?
I need you all to roll initiative.
With my 1 hit point.
Callan! 1 hit
I got 1 hit point. There's no point in me raging.
Look, do they know how low some of us are?
Yeah,
Listen, we didn't go get blasted by some undead body.
But then you're shoving us towards this dude that fucked him
I
up.
arguably think you probably could have gotten a short rest because you were just sitting there. But I don't know. That's up to
I
the
was drinking, okay?
He was socializing. I got 11.
consuming food and drink is a short rest.
I don't know. Could I have attuned to that thing?
No, definitely not.
So yeah, I can roll from here.
D&D version of the defeat, or are we taking the normal version of the feat?
Which feat?
Like for example, alert in the old school ways is +5 to bonus to initiative. But the new D&D system, it's I can switch my initiative with anybody if they're willing. I think that's how alert works in the new D&D rules.
I haven't seen the new one yet. So are you talking
I
about
haven't seen that,
1D&D?
but I mean that's.
Yeah, well, it was on
Okay.
it was on like a website that was talking about.
Are you trying to
1D&D.
get a higher initiative?
No, I was just curious which one we're doing.
I would say stick with the old one because I haven't seen that yet.
That's cool.
I do like that though, but I'd have to see it like.
Yeah, it's like you
play
roll
test it a
you roll
little bit.
initiative, I think with advantage, and then you switch with anybody who's willing. So you can take a lower one if you wanted to, or take a. It was an interesting.
Oh, there we go.
But this is easier.
That should auto-populate for you. I'd roll it.
Oh, I don't have it pulled up. So.
I see the chat.
Let's see.
That's not true.
No, that's funny. I rolled the same initiative on D&D Beyond as I did in January.
Oh, we're doing it on D&D Beyond?
Doesn't matter.
It populates for him, but if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
I mean, mine's not great, so, if you want me to re-roll, I will.
Got 1 hit point, guys.
Yeah.
Shit. Yep. For you.
I don't think we're going to win this.
Woo. I'm so excited.
Scared.
Who really fucked up people? It's Callan.
You know the really fucked up people?
Well, I'm just curious, who the hitters are. I mean, obviously you guys are damage dealers.
Yeah, our shield, one of
He's got a big ass
the
boy right here. I mean, he's got no spells left, but he's got meat.
He's scary as shit right now.
Yeah, just take all the damage.
I'm
Jagged ass,
up there.
pearly teeth.
I'm a squishy human, or squishy. I keep saying human. I'm not human at all.
Yeah,
human.
I keep saying human too.
I have to figure out
I'm
what
forgetting we're playing a game that we're not humans.
Yeah, I'm not.
You don't have to be humans.
Being, creature.
Shade, do you want to put out a map? I don't know.
It's just one person. I think we can figure
Oh,
mine
I thought it
out.
was 5.
3 of them, technically, I guess.
Sort of. It's one person.
Oh.
Let's see. All right, who rolled over 20?
Good one.
No one?
Melicroft got a 16. Who else rolled between 15 and 19? 18?
15.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna. Thanks, baby.
Jesus!
What are you gonna do?
Sounds like she got a surprise attack on that one. Holy
Thanks.
hell.
You're in the worst possible situation.
It's all.
Callan, you
No,
got a
you lost
15?
warmth.
Yeah, he had a 15.
I love you.
What'd you say?
You
Sorry?
got a 15?
Yeah.
And then Cornelius, you were 18?
Yes, sir.
All right, who's 10 to 14?
14.
Oh my god, everyone. Feria, what are you?
11.
Levi, you're 14.
Yeah.
Caehanna, what are you?
11.
Me too.
Yeah.
Who's got the highest dexterity?
I
score?
have really high dex.
No, it's not gonna be.
Okay.
Okay. I have +1.
I have a +4.
Oh, yeah.
I got a +2.
Okay, so it'll be Feria,
My dex is.
Inari, and then Caehanna.
Aren't you part rogue?
And then I have 13.
No, yeah.
I'm getting there. They all just jumped at first. It'll be 11.
Well, there's just so many 11s. I had to chime
So
in.
yeah, pretty much everybody's between 10 and 15 here.
Yeah.
Levi, you were 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. First up is going to be Vic.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I mean, he didn't roll that well. Just y'all's best was 18. Like, he didn't roll.
I mean, 18 is pretty good.
It's okay, but there's 8 of you and 1 of him, and your best was 18.
Roller. That's not my job here.
You watch as Vic reappears, and now there's only 1 of him again, but he is now in between like all of you.
Great.
And he's going to sort of like quickly like turn into a kick. Actually, hold on. He's got some cool shit.
And take it. Oh,
He's got some wonderful shit.
She does.
I love hearing that from Shay.
I would love that too.
I would love to have some cool shit.
He does the death tornado.
You turn into a giant.
I want that guy.
He makes 5 unarmed strikes against. Well, there's 8 of you, so we'll just do a D8. Against Inari, that sucks. She doesn't even know this guy. No, it'll be against Isadora since she did the
Yeah,
whole person.
that's
That
fair.
makes more sense.
That's
I was playing. I was like, I'm just here.
She started it.
Is he still injured from earlier?
Yeah, he never healed either.
Okay.
So he's not. I mean, he's not as injured as you. Like he's not full.
good.
Yeah, that was close.
Jesus.
But we gotta do it now. If we take on rest,
All
it
right.
gets a lot.
So 5 unarmed strikes. 23. Oh, that's bad. 14.
That hits.
What's your AC?
14.
20.
They're all in it.
Those rolls, it's almost like he designed them to hit a certain person.
Yeah. And 21. So that's 5 for 5.
Oh god.
And it won't be because I tripped.
Luckily, magical types have a lot of HP, man.
Yeah.
All right, so he does 24 points of bludgeoning damage to you with those first 5. Damage wasn't great on that. And then he's going to turn to, we'll say Levi.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to do his final, which is a fire kick. And you watch his kick come up and hit you in the side. We'll see if you can. 17.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 2. Oh, that sucks.
746.
It'll be 6 points of bludgeoning damage and then the fire damage. So then 17 points of fire damage.
17 plus 6.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So that one kick knocks down Levi. He goes into Isadora, hits Levi.
Go get him. Go fight him. Go fight him. Go fight him.
That's on you two,
Cornelius.
not me.
You're up.
Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and manifest my echo.
Okay.
And I'll take out the rod and flip it over. As it does, it snatches into a rapier. And then I will go ahead and try to melee this guy, taking my attack with my sword.
Okay.
It's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 is not hit.
Okay. When I swing, I'll use my Echo's ability to take an attack as well from behind him.
Okay.
I would assume the Echo doesn't get any sort of flanking things. Because it's not really considered a person.
Nah, I would say
it
would have to be one of you guys.
Attack, but it
would need to be one of you guys to get advantage on that.
That's a natural one on that one. So I slice and the Echo does the same thing. And I get a mirror effect.
He's just like badass monk shit, like just
from
behind you. He's just
that
like,
flip where he flips in the middle of the air and we both slice at the same time.
yeah, some like Jet Li shit.
And then I will jump there.
Okay. Melicroft. And then Callan. You're up after.
How far away is Levi at me? From me?
I mean, I assume you guys are probably all within like 10 feet. You guys gotta be pretty close.
Are you gonna heal him with that scary face of yours?
Oh yeah, like purple. Yeah, like
Tear him to health.
it's a really insane looking, like coarse black iron. And if you look at it long enough, it doesn't like the normal like grinning skull. Almost looks like somber, like almost sad, but which is fitting for him. But yeah, the purple flames are spilling out of it. Occasionally, steam is flying out of the opening in the jaws. I'm gonna slap 1 hit point into Levi, which isn't much, but it keeps him from making death saves.
Yay.
Oh fuck!
And I'm gonna,
Your leather's still a little on fire.
I'm gonna hunker over him, but I'm up and going.
Yeah.
That's an action.
That's an action.
That sure is. You know. I'm gonna wait. I got some bonus action stuff, but I gotta wait. Well, hold on real quick. Oh yeah, as a bonus action, I will. The skull will like lean right up to your face, and be like, "Don't give up." And you will get. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like, "Don't give up."
Jesus.
You have 9 temporary hit points.
Okay, cool.
Extremely temporary.
Yeah, but it's something. It's something, dog.
Callan. And then
So-
Levi. You're up after.
So Callan will rage.
Okay.
That's what I can do right now. But as I'm raging, I will pull my short sword out that attaches, but I want to attach it to the staff. I'm going to draw the staff, attach the chain that I'm turning,
Yeah.
and then and try and grapple him with the chain and the sword. So like wrap around him and then grapple him with that. But I also will back up another 10 feet. So he's 20 feet away from me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
21.
21.
Nice.
He's going to use his reaction to catch it. And he's gonna reduce the damage as he catches the blade.
It wasn't meant to do damage. It was just meant to grapple him.
It's still a ranged. It's still a ranged attack.
He grabs the blade, but the chain still grabs him.
Yeah, I mean it's just to reduce.
So it would have been if I did the damage roll for it, 4, 3, 9, 9 points of damage.
Yeah, so it's going to reduce the damage, but since you still hit, it's still going to wrap him up, but he reduced it from taking any damage.
And then I'll just pull it tight and hold it while I'm 20 feet away from them.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Cool. Levi and then Isadora.
Okay, so I'm going to use a bonus action to use a second wind.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, come on.
Okay.
So he's back, baby.
That heals 10. Yay.
Yay.
I'm not a great healer, but I am almost tapped.
And then I'm going to
None of us are healers.
I'm going to push my
Really?
feet up
Full
against
religion.
Melicroft and kind of shove myself away from him, try and slide against the ground, and use a grit point to do a deadeye shot, try and hit him.
Okay.
Does he get advantage?
Yeah, you'll have advantage on this.
Yeah, so that's 19 to hit. No.
What?
He's got a big AC.
Oh my
God.
god.
It's almost like he's a specific answer to somebody.
Well, that ends my turn. Just getting away from him.
Isadora and then Feria.
Okay, I'm gonna try, maybe, and cast Chill Touch on him. If I can get it.
You try to touch me, just keep going like that.
Yes, I got a 23.
Yeah.
Need Levi in a lubed up hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 points of damage. And as my little bonus action,
Necrotic damage, right?
yeah, of necrotic damage. Okay. I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast with my little cantrip bonus action. No, I'm not.
Advantage.
No one. Advantage?
Advantage.
I have advantage?
He's grappled.
He's grappled right now by Callan's chain.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, he had advantage anyway.
No,
Yeah.
17.
That's my bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hoping against hope.
I know.
Feria and then Anari.
Okay. I'm gonna back up.
Currently wrapped up in a chain.
Yeah, as much as I'm gonna back
Dodging
up so I can
bullets.
and chilly hands.
No, that got him.
Chili bone.
That's the new spell name. Chili hands.
Chili
Spear fingers.
I'm gonna cast chilly hands on him.
Chili hands? What
It's
like
just
chili hands?
Chilly hands.
No spoon?
It's the Kevin chili pot cold open. But it just falls on it.
Alright, what are you doing, Feria?
Sorry. All right. That's all right. I'm gonna back up. As I'm backing up, I'm gonna put the scarf back up and Hunter's mark him.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna do it at the
then
same time.
I'm gonna. What?
That's a free action. She puts her scarf up.
And then I'm going to throw off 2 arrows. So this will be the first one with advantage. 21. Okay. Number 2.
Actually,
Come on.
The second one doesn't hit.
no, he already used his reaction.
Use reaction.
Yeah. So one of them hits. So that's going to be a D8.
Cameron was trying not to get hit.
Callan's like, fuck, arrows. There's gonna be an arrow deflect off of Melicroft into your leg, and you're like, no.
It's gonna be like the first fight all over again with me trying to.
That's going to be 13 points.
18. Oh, yeah, points it, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
For that one hit.
We should get more of those.
Yep. Anari and then Caehanna.
Okay, so I am going to bless Melcroft, me, and over here.
Twingo.
Is it dark outside because he needs it?
I can't walk.
It's always dark in the Undercity.
You don't have
Well, there's lights.
All right, I'll cast dancing lights next time. Okay?
It's not that dark. I was just making fun.
We can use a disco light.
So all y'all are blessed. So roll a d4 and you'll add that number for your attack rolls and saving throws.
I'll take it.
So that's helpful. And then also, I'm going to back up as well. But I'm also going to do a healing word on you.
Oh, thank you.
So 1d4 plus my spellcast. So I'm not a healer, y'all, but apparently this is all we got.
That's something, dude.
I can't read what that is. It's a 3.
Bless is a minute, right?
Yeah.
10 rounds.
So plus my modifier. So you get 7.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Woo!
That's better. I'm raging right now. That could be one hit. Probably not, but it could be.
So that's all I can do for now. And yeah.
Okay.
Doing a lot.
I think Caehanna.
Caehanna? I mean, I'm
Fighter.
use my greatsword and just kind of whack at him.
Just kind of
whack
He's
him.
grappled, so
Yeah, whack him with that advantage.
Yeah.
come down
Dude,
on him.
Okay.
chop him in half.
Go ahead.
Plus the. Was it a D4? Oh, no, not you.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, you're not blessed.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. She didn't
First level.
Yeah, hold on. I can do that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that
13. That one.
17. 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm at 8 hit points.
Okay, how are you feeling?
I am at 11 with 9 temporary.
How are you feeling?
I'm at 15.
10.
We really need to
14
clear it, guys.
Nice.
What?
14.
I did the best I
14
could
damage?
to give you guys like a zest of cleric. In
That's
the
what I
paladin
did
build.
too.
Like a little hint of cleric.
I'm
Couple of good ones. there.
sorcerer with a zest of divine.
Like if Melicroft were a LaCroix, he'd be cleric flavored. It's like just kind of that like whisper of
A
it.
whisper over there.
Alright.
I don't like liqueur, but I drink
I
that
don't like
one.
you, but don't die.
I'll drink some cleric.
Whisper. Cleric.
Whisper cleric.
So when he's grappled, he can still make attacks with disadvantage.
Yeah, they would just be a disadvantage,
Yeah.
or if he breaks free, it'll take his action.
Yeah, that's what I'm debating, whether I take the action, because he'll easily break free, or...
Easily.
But that takes his whole action, so... Or do I just try to punch through the chains and do some damage?
Well, he's got his legs free. I mean, you could
next
should be
to him?
disadvantage, but like
All of you. You guys are all like standing right...
We
No
all
one said
got
you moved
backed up.
away.
I
did.
Well, I
Oh,
literally
you
I
did.
scooted
Yeah, you
away.
scooted.
I did too. Right.
So there were people around him,
She
like
did,
Caehanna and Cornelius and Melicroft.
Isadora, Caehanna...
I'm probably 10 feet away
Melicroft,
from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm right
Melicroft
up on
hasn't
him.
moved
I
back.
have to,
Yeah,
I have
that's
to grip on him.
backed
That's
up.
all I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this side backed up.
I mean, my
That
side, I got
side.
two
There's
sides.
definitely a few of us right on top of it.
Yeah, there's no
Anybody
way.
with
Hell.
range wins.
Yep. We all did.
That would have been a smart decision.
Yeah, that would have been a smart decision. I didn't do that. But I'm high.
Hey, that's no excuse.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna just... Like a toddler throwing a fit, just start throwing fish I'm gonna say Isadora, since you and Caehanna are the two...
Rude, I'm 10 feet away.
Are you? Oh, Caehanna then.
I'm
You
like,
said,
you
you
just-
said that he had come 10 feet from us.
Yeah, Caehanna just like sliced into his fucking skull,
Yeah,
so
I
she's
thought-
gonna get it.
right there.
She's gonna get it.
He's gonna do just his normal multi-tack, not the 5. So he's gonna make 3 attacks here.
Luckily, guys,
At
he was
disadvantage.
also damaged from the fight.
He also spent key points during that fight. But I'm not mitigating.
Uh,
Well, I guess I'm not. Melicroft wouldn't know that.
Yeah, but he definitely did.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 2 unarmed strikes and then a flame kick at you. So the 2 unarmed strikes.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. What was it? 4 plus 11.
No.
No,
No.
that was bullshit. It rolled 1 extra time after. That's good. That'd be good. 8 plus 7, 15.
Yes.
Got you once. Okay, so that's the unarmed strike, and then with the fire kick, 14.
Yes.
Okay, so
Gotta get you some armor, girl.
Yeah, right? Listen, I'm happy I got to hit you, but those should not have hit you. The unarmed strike is going to do 11 points of bludgeoning damage. The fire kick is going to do...
I still find it funny. Your initiative is -1. Combat starts to move real
I'm not
slow.
very fast.
The fire kick does 13 points of bludgeoning damage and then 14 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
As he like, hi-ya! Does that like, I don't know what they call it, like a J-hook kick or whatever, where they like bend their knee and then snap.
Okay.
So are you down?
Not yet. I'm close.
That's the first bit of damage you take.
That's the first damage I've taken.
Do I fury? No, I'm done. I'm done.
Fury blows.
I want to. I'm gonna. Yeah, he's gonna fury blows. He took the attack action.
Yeah.
Not an infinite number.
My guess is he's probably like a level 8 or level 10.
He's hitting
He's fighting.
Brown 10 Brown unarmed, so
yeah,
you add probably
15 hits you,
3 for
right? Yeah.
modifier. Probably
15 hits.
This is the first one
Which
with
is-
damage.
14, and then an additional 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you did flurry of blows?
Yeah, you did.
He
You did
used
another
the key
attack
points.
against you.
Oh wait, you didn't attack against me?
Yeah, you just.
Yeah,
It
flurry
was
blows.
14. Oh, she's
It's out
out.
of 14.
I'm down.
Okay.
Out.
She's down. That's his full action. He's still restrained, so you guys still have advantage against him.
Come on, Cornelius.
Cornelius and Melicroft.
Don't forget your
Get
blessing.
advantage.
Take them out. Take them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, don't forget your blessings. Please, peace and blessings.
Yeah, blessings.
Well,
High
do
preacher.
I have to take this before or after? I can use it every time, right?
You can
Use
use
that
it every
as
For the
time.
next 10 rounds,
Alright, well.
starting this one.
And advantage.
That
I'm
was, 25 to hit.
Yeah, get some.
Should have.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's see.
Get him.
Where is my 8?
Even if
Four,
he's
so 10 points of slashing damage with my rapier.
Yeah.
For me, and then the shadow goes right behind him and cuts him the other way. For that.
that
That's a
advantage?
natural one again. So my shadow's not really doing too much.
You
It's
roll
alright.
with advantage?
Oh, I didn't for either one of them.
Roll for
Advantage.
advantage.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll just do my shadow because I knew they would hit. This time is.
Plus D4.
Plus,
Yeah, that's a 19 plus the d4. Let's roll this in.
Come on.
So
Sounds like
19
just
plus
rolled
23
coin.
for the shadow.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
yeah, don't forget
That's the
all
only
that
way we're hitting
extras.
it. Thank you, Callan.
Callan is just terrified to get knocked out right now.
You're
I think we
welcome.
learned last campaign how powerful the grapple can be.
8 points of slashing from my shadow.
Okay. Melicroft.
Get your blessings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Use them blessings, Melly.
Let's see.
And I'll actually change places with my shadow as my bonus action. So that way now I'm flanking it.
Yeah.
In case
Oh, I
anything
need to
else
see
is-
what
So
that
flanking
is.
some
So I'm gonna attack him first and foremost.
So now I'm flanking. I put myself away from everybody.
Yeah.
You're flanking yourself. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm behind it now. Maybe this
Hey.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Fitting.
Fitting.
I hardly ever attack, so let me look at that real quick.
Thank you.
Okay, that is a D8 plus 6. So that's 16 slashing damage to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with it doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. That's it.
Any bonus?
No bonus actions that will do what I want them to do. Except for use a spell slot, and I gotta hang on to the one I have.
I
really gotta hang on.
You
to
have
that.
to forgive him with that one.
For just the theater of it, as you hit him with that natural 20, just like when Callan did, you like hit him so hard across his face, the mask was flying off.
Yeah.
And as it does, you recognize it's difficult to describe based off of what you showed me, but the markings of the forgiveness, and you see his face is all bloodied up, and as he's like sort of panting, as he's like being restrained.
Is it the forgiveness mark or is it the Astral Brotherhood mark?
The forgiveness mark.
Wait, that's what we asked at the beginning.
I sometimes do that.
You don't know what the Astral Brotherhood mark is.
He showed us.
Yeah, I showed them.
Yeah, and that's what the marking is.
Oh, so
on
you
him.
already marked this one.
Yes.
So I've already marked him.
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh.
So are we continuing to
That's
kill
why
him?
when he looked at him at the beginning of this fight, he said, "You know who I am?" He said, "Yes." And you said, "So you know what I have to do?" And he said, "Yes."
So we don't do anything.
Shit.
Well,
So do we?
Too late.
No.
Wait, let me see.
We're here.
Sorry, what I was saying is, as he's like sort of gasping, as like in between hits, you notice like his tongue has been cut out, which is why he hasn't been responding.
When Melicross sees the brand on his forehead, the flames in the eyes are going to go out. Of that. Because he's already taken the action this turn, but the flames in the eyes will instantly go out.
You want to say anything?
If I can, he's already been marked. This isn't how we do this.
My turn?
Callan, it's your turn.
So I'll still have him restrained. And I hear that, not really understanding what it means.
Fair.
What I want to do is I want to like pull the chain and then bring him up and slam him down.
Okay.
So like what I envision is he's gonna pull the chain and then he's gonna step on it to do a real quick tug and then swing it around and just pile drive him into the ground.
I mean, these are the people that also hurt your people.
I rolled a 20, unnatural. So I don't know how you want to do that.
I mean, I was going to do it as a strength check, so yeah, that would probably be enough in your big boy form.
Your big boy.
So,
like right back down in front of Melicroft.
On damage on that, roll 2d8.
Okay.
Just kind of do this as like force damage as it hits the
8.
ground. And as you slam him into the ground, you see like his body just sort of go limp as he's just like, you hear like a crack and he's just limp.
He's knocked out. Or dead.
And we're out of initiative. As Vic got slammed.
Oh, I'm gonna go bless you, so you're not.
So
heal.
Not.
Or
Do you
sorry,
not
heal.
keep track of
Healing.
Melicroft. So
I didn't see his face with the mask on it. This is not like Melicroft's gonna rush to him and like help me restrain him and
I mean, he's already restrained. I'll just tie the chain tighter, I guess.
Melicroft's gonna put his hands on his arms and I'm gonna put a hit point into him and bring him back. Because this isn't how we do this.
He's like,
So I would have figured out his name before I branded him. I didn't cut his tongue out.
he definitely had a tongue when you last saw him.
And do I know him by the name Vic? Because I had never seen his face until this moment.
It's tough. It's because this is something from like your lore and your backstory created. It's hard for me to really dictate what you do and don't know about it.
Well, I could say that.
I would say that you would probably know their name before you place the mark of forgiveness because you're doing it through a divine purpose.
Well, it's just asked of them. He could have given me a false name. I asked.
He would have given you. You would have known his name. He would have given you the right name. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I would have remembered it. But so does Vic sound accurate now that I'm staring into his eyes? Yeah.
Yeah, you remember him.
this one's already been forgiven. I am specifically instructed to find them and forgive them, not to kill them. He's already been forgiven. What he does with his life after I do that is of his own accord.
Well,
we
he's
can let
not
him
dead. So, mission achieved.
Vic, did the Astral Brotherhood do this to you? I know that. Do you continue to be aligned with them?
Oh. Fuck. that I didn't want to fight.
I will.
I just wanted to hold.
I know there's not. This isn't gonna fucking change anything, but I'll healing word him for. Was it a D4? Fuck.
I'll
No,
do
I'm
cure
feeling
wounds
bad.
on him too.
Yeah, he's.
Cure wounds on.
It's not going to be enough to bring him like
I know,
back up.
but
At least not going to
Yeah,
feel life.
he gets 6 hits point. No, like you can tell from Millicroft's body language, he's fucking mortified.
Yeah.
That's not how he's supposed to do things.
Yeah. That's 8 points for me.
Okay.
I told you this when I forgave you, that what you do with your life after that moment was your own. I didn't know that was you. You weren't wearing the mask when I thought you were an associate working with the Astral Brotherhood. That I can't fix this.
You could say you're sorry.
Well, of course I'm sorry. Now
And he bows to you. Just.
I can send him a message and maybe he can respond and talk back.
Oh, he's saying yes. Do that.
Yeah.
No, Vic's saying yes. Do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Please.
What do you want me to tell him?
I
guess I
set
can
him free.
just-
Set him free. Like Millicroft's up.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper this. So.
I'd like to think he's just like stretches out a little bit and then does one of those like kicks up to like so he's standing
Yeah.
down. He's like brushing off.
It seems like you understand that Millicroft is regretful of his decision, not knowing that you had already been forgiven. But I want to send you a message as a way to maybe communicate back, since you do not have your tongue. And we can do this as many times as you need.
You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message. Can you talk in my head?
Oh, was that the message you were
Yes.
saying? I thought you were just saying that.
He's like, no, you guys like fucked me up.
No, I was whispering.
My business with this guy was done, and
he's like, I remember your friend.
He remembers you.
He helped remind me of a different path.
You helped remind him of a different path.
And when I tried to leave my brothers, they banished me and cut out my tongue so I couldn't speak.
And when he decided to leave the Brotherhood, they banished him instead and they cut out his tongue.
So I come here to make easy money in fights because they are so bad at fighting.
So he came here to make some money off of easy fights because no one knows how to fight here.
What the fuck?
He did beat you, Callan.
I mean, it was good, but I...
Sorry.
Well,
and he looks at Callan and bows like,
Am I that bad?
I will say, Callan, and to you, Vic.
I'm gonna send another message. Do you know where the Astral Brotherhood is now, or where they stay, where their headquarters are, or anything of that sort? We can give you compensation.
You've compensated by allowing me to live.
We've compensated him by allowing him to live.
But they offered the same payment by only taking my tongue, so that I cannot share that information. If I were to tell you where they are,
They would take your life.
I fear they would seek you out as well.
He fears that if he tells us that they would seek us out and kill us as well.
I mean,
As well as him.
It's kind of his life's mission.
Well, fuck that. They're seeking out my family members. I want to know where they are.
Could you possibly... Yes, so there's a lot of reasons that we need to find the Astral Brotherhood. I understand you want to keep your life. Is there anything that you could tell us that maybe could narrow down our search? Even if it's,
Or could you just tell us for a certain amount of
Plus, he's not speaking it, he's thinking it.
Yeah.
Yes, you technically aren't saying anything. How would they think it's you?
Because they are wise.
Because he says that they're wise.
What can you give? What can you give us, if anything, at all?
So yeah, what can you give us? Can you give us a certain area of the continent if it's not near here?
We don't want them to keep doing things.
Vic, do you know who took the dyad of the Fane here in the Undercity?
Do you know who took the diet of the fame in the Undercity? Are you
Just help us get them.
I think she translated a message.
Yeah, no, he can hear you guys talking.
I know, but then I feel like I have to initiate the message.
I
just say what he said.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help?
Him or me?
Whoever wants to help. I would say Melicroft because he's gonna have the the best chances.
I'll help you.
That's going to be a 17.
Wait, I helped.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can help.
Plus whatever.
So it'll be a 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Since I guess we're laying the message.
Or my bad, 18.
2
hard, that's my bad. 18.
The Astral Brothers, they are seated deeply within the history of this country, and
they are deeply seated in the history of this country.
And your friends of the Fane,
your friends,
were said to have been able to help them.
Were said to have been able to help them.
I'm not one of them. I don't know why. I am equally as confused as to why they would take those innocent people.
He does not know
I assume
why
it has to do
them.
with Freya.
He doesn't understand why they would take him. And why people of the Fane of Freya would be of help.
Freya has something to do with everything that they care about.
Freya has something to do with everything that they care about.
And he didn't know when I ran into him the first time why that happened, I would assume.
Why what happened?
Well, just like why they stormed that temple and why I was murdered.
Think of guys like him more as like soldiers.
That's what I
so
Just like following orders.
He knows that they were there to. Well, he would have told you, but they were there to find things, searching different ancient ruins of Freya for the greater cause.
Yeah.
Their cultist vision.
Purposely vague instructions.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you catch one, they can't give away any secrets.
Good.
This sounds to be the same information he gave me before, which doesn't surprise me.
Do you have something else to say?
The Noxus Society is behind more than you think. And may have something to do with your friends being missing. So...
He says the Noxus Society may be behind your friends disappearing and behind a lot more than what we know.
Did I hear anything? Am I a little like walking around about a Noxus?
I don't know, but they heard you.
Okay.
Are we being watched right now?
What'd you say?
Are we being watched right now?
Probably. There was a big fight outside. I'd assume that people are probably watching from the afterthought.
Vic.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm sure we're being watched.
Yeah, I'm sure people from the afterthought are watching, but they're not like coming out here. Seems like you guys had your fight and you're...
More gets the line of, is there anybody not from the afterthought watching us? So, like, if the afterthought is behind us, and everywhere else, do I see someone standing behind a building? Kind of.
Yeah, make a general perception check if you're trying to find that. I'd say with disadvantage with your stupid human eyes.
I could help you with my non-stupid human eyes.
Ooh.
No, that's that. 7.
7.
I rolled a 19 and a 3.
With your stupid human eyes.
There wasn't anything to see anyway. You just would have been really confident about it. Yeah, nobody seems to be watching. This all happened really quick. It was literally 2 rounds of combat, so like 10 seconds of worth of shit happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would assume we've like moved to the side of the road now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know it's not like busy. Like everyone's either at the afterthought or on their way home. So,
Are there any other questions that we would like to ask our newfound friend?
Where can we find an active member of the Brotherhood?
What he said.
they will find you. Is that an acceptable answer?
It's not the one we want. But he
Does
said that they would find us.
Does he know why they might need scientists, artificers, people of non-religious reasoning?
What he said.
If they're connected.
For like power?
Probably.
Did you ever have to collect scientists? Did you search?
I had to do things I wasn't proud of, but
He had to do things he wasn't proud of.
I definitely had to abduct people
Like
without their will.
Against
Beyond
their will?
Yeah, beyond their will.
Or beyond their will.
So they have something they want to do with Freya. What's the name of this?
Oh, there's a lot to
Were
this.
you present 2 years ago during a rite?
You don't have to worry about it when you
wait.
are God.
Were you present during a riot 2 years ago?
A riot?
Sure.
Right.
A raid.
That I might have.
One of the thieves tried to raid one of your locations.
Possibly.
For an idol.
He said possibly.
Do you recognize him?
He looks down.
Do you know what happened that night? Can you tell us?
Would you don't hurt him. He's been forgiven. He's not part of the Astral Brotherhood.
You're gonna throw 500 gold at him. Tell me what happened.
Oh.
You like, I assume 500 gold is heavy, so it's just like.
Back down. Okay, so, what he said.
We were given instruction to bring a relic, and we were told that there may be obstruction and to handle it, and we did.
I'm gonna relay all that to you. What was the relic?
I don't know.
What was the relic? Did you know?
Was it your
That
hat?
was the thing he touched.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was the object you were sent to steal as well.
Yeah. I wasn't told what it looked like. I was just told there's going to be a relic somewhere.
Did it have anything to do with Freya?
I'm assuming so. It seems.
He's assuming.
It seems she has some sort of connection to their greater cause.
Have you heard of the name Morgan?
Does he come down here?
I haven't seen him since that night.
No, didn't know.
I'll step forward to him and look at him and ask him. Well, not to block the way, but like, if you've kidnapped people before, did you ever kidnap someone that looked like me?
What did he say?
Or a red-headed woman?
Like looks you up and down.
Do you know of anybody who ever did?
What did he say?
No.
He said no.
Okay, well.
Okay, well.
well,
I'm trying.
Naked.
Not that I know of.
Nothing he knows of.
Did you ever work with a woman who was a Githyan Kai?
What they said.
You see his eyebrows go up.
Does that species name ring a bell to me?
Probably.
If
As
he
a
shows
lore
me-
keeper, you probably recognize.
If he shows any bit of like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'll take that as a yes, and I don't need to read your mind to know it.
But
I need to know where she is.
He wants to know where she is.
Don't we all?
He says, don't we all?
She was also banished like me. I don't.
She was also banished
If you
like
can
me.
find her, you'd be doing the Brotherhood a good favor.
She was Who are you asking about?
Asking this get the young
Kira.
Kira?
Kira.
That's
That's
his
the
name.
only one I know.
That's the only one he
She's a
knows.
savage bitch.
She's a savage beach.
Did I mark it? Did I forgive Akira or again? Okay, yeah.
But she's been banished as well, according to Luke.
Secret name's taken out of his journal and turns to like the last page and writes down.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen that name.
We'll ask about that later.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I apologize for the attack.
Literally happens all the time.
It literally happens all the time. Any other questions for our friend Beak?
If you ever need anything from my family, the Bexleys or the Chemos,
What
do you say?
He's gonna kind of nod and like bow towards you, and reach for his mask. Before he puts it on, he's gonna like. Mm-hmm.
What he said, yes?
What do we? How do I? Sorry, I've not spoken in times. How is your names? What is your names? What do I call you if I need to find you?
Oh, the inconspicuous. We are the inconspicuous 8.
And is that well known in the community if I need to find you?
No. It will be.
I'll
One day we're gonna make a big kid.
You realize you're still high during all of this.
I'll ask for Melicroft and his friends.
People do know Melicroft.
Okay.
We're very
I
sorry.
will, yeah.
Yes, we are very sorry. Thank you so much for.
I will say, Vic, your ability in combat has increased dramatically since the time that you and I encountered each other. I apologize for, I didn't know it was you.
What they said.
I'm not sorry. I didn't hurt you.
That's what she says.
But yeah, I just bow to him.
Yeah, he's gonna bow and he's
I'm
gonna.
not sorry either.
Last thing he says before like getting his stuff together and leaving is my combat has improved ever since I started following Freya, thanks to you.
He started following Freya.
Oh, poor
Thanks to you.
He said, and with her love,
And with her
I
love.
can be strong. And he like puts his mask on and like walks away.
It's a very
It's the Freya
Clang.
that's a very
Fruit for you.
contradicting statement.
Do you want to hear about Aratalk?
Able to kill better.
Well,
I mean, Freya's pretty fucking brutal. So,
I'm just saying
in a
it's a
good way,
contradicting
a wonderful
statement.
way.
you can say that probably
We'll
about
have
a lot of
another
religions, though.
She,
Eventually.
Yeah.
one of her given names is the Wild Goddess, so
I'm just saying.
it would make sense.
Bye, Vic. Thank you. Bye, Vic.
He like stumbles away.
Oh, so bad.
Melicroft will turn to Callan like, I'm not overstating that. He is exponentially stronger than when he and I fought.
That's because he is
It's kind
Freya
of
follower.
incredible.
That's awesome. I will refight him one day. And crush him and crush his spine. So
Maybe one day you can be as good as him.
maybe.
Maybe one day.
That was
We're really
enlightening.
sorry, Melicroft.
I had no way of knowing. I didn't see his face. Y'all told me you
We
saw
saw
a certain
a mark.
mark.
We got
Well,
the
from
So-
now on, we'll make sure that
So
we know the mark.
okay, just for Adam's
Just
perspective, there's
clarification.
2 different marks.
There's 2 different marks. Here, I will.
I always thought there was 1 mark.
There's the mark that I give them,
I
and
thought
then
you just
there's
like
the
X'd
mark
out the
that.
marks. That would be obvious if you saw it. It would just be
Like an X out.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not that one.
Like one mark right here crossed out and the other one's right there.
No, this gets branded over that, and I would either cover that up or make it disappear. No, it is not that one. That's the mark that they already have. Anyway,
Well, that's what the
Well, show me
so Melicroft will hold up his hand, and like the plates on the center of the gauntlet will open up, and then like burnt like glowing purple image that I'll send to the group chat lights up in his hands. Like, this is the symbol that means they've been forgiven, and that's what it looks like on a person.
Can we see the symbol that we need to be looking for? Thank you.
That's your forgiven
Show
symbol.
them.
No, that's the other.
This no.
That's the one that needs to be
The
forgiven.
octopus one is the one they
A
have.
scary squid.
A scary squid needs to be forgiven.
Scary squid.
The forgiveness one looks kind of like this, right?
That's it. That's exactly it.
So antlers
Yeah.
equals forgiven.
Yeah.
Scary squid equals we need to find him.
Yeah.
That's
Scary
that's
squid
intentional.
needs to be forgiven.
It's in Harry Potter.
What?
Scary squid. The scary squid.
Oh yeah, one of the doors.
Yeah, scary squid needs to be forgiven.
I'm just saying. I mean, do you heal them after you brand them, or do you like knock them unconscious to brand them? Or
You got really scary there.
I thought it was real cool.
Real cool.
If for some reason in the fight they do fall unconscious or begin to succumb to their wounds, yes, the point is not to kill them, it is to forgive them and to let them know that after I encounter them, each moment they draw breath is a gift to them from Freya, explicitly given by Freya. And what they do with their time after that has happened is up to them.
So what if they go back to their wicked ways after that?
Then I would imagine I'd be sent to find them again.
Even though you've already forgiven them?
Yeah, they already have a stamp on their head. What else are you to do?
Besides kill them.
I haven't gotten that far. This is the first time I'm
I'm just
encountering
wondering,
someone.
so then we know in the future.
But if they have that mark on them, the one that I've given them,
Don't kill them.
don't
We're sorry.
kill them. If I encounter them and we have a conversation, it's fine, but don't even bother them. That my business with them is finished. Freya's business with them is finished. And I would say, if Freya wants me to encounter them again, then she'll direct me to do so.
You were just trying to be good friends.
I'm not upset. I'm just.
You sound upset.
You seem pissed.
You
I'm in
Nick has come back and he's saying this.
No, it's Igor. He's been watching the whole time. And he's like, you guys fucked him up.
Cornelius, you're not good for your money.
Wait, he hasn't asked for my
Yeah.
food yet.
Now he won't because he's sad.
Oh.
Hey,
Can we go to sleep now?
I have not lied liquor yet, as far as you know.
Yeah, we have some things to discuss.
Yeah, let's go to headquarters.
We do. Yeah, let's
AKA your home.
HQ.
we'll go to HQ.
Okay. Yep. So you guys go back to HQ to get a night's rest, where you're all able to fully rest up.
Good.
All your shit
I
back.
would like to attune if I need to attune.
Yep. I need you to make a Arcana check.
I turn back yellow.
What?
I'm rested. I turned back
She
yellow.
was hard.
Oh, you
Remember
turned
the
back yellow.
harvest? She
Yeah.
was.
I was still.
You just
rested.
said it quietly. I could not hear you.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
You don't roll to attune, my love. It's take time.
He tasked me to.
I'm telling her to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Rude.
Kira, right?
Kira.
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 15.
15?
This one.
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
Oh,
Thank you.
Just heal instead of damage.
there's a catch to this.
There was
one.
a catch. Okay.
Sorry.
He's okay.
This one's cool, so you need to earn it.
She's trying
But Adam's right. Most of the time,
armor
like,
system.
you don't need to. But at your, let's just say, like, at your current level, this item would be, like, a little bit too strong, so you have to, like, you have to earn
Oh, it's like,
So-
hey, you got a
You
little
need to
love.
it. So every long rest, we'll have you
Okay.
roll to see if you are able
I'm
to.
cool
attune.
enough.
So
We
just
will
go-
say it is still a +2 leather armor, so you can still gain that.
Okay, because I got nothing.
The other magical qualities of it
Yeah.
Okay.
are not
How do I do that?
released to you yet.
We'll do that at home.
Me too.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we just leveled up, right?
You are armor.
No, not yet.
Oh, we don't get to level up for hurting good people.
That's
Or
But we
reformed
are
people.
gonna call it there since it's
We did
over time here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna stop here. We'll pick up at the beginning, or like in 2 weeks. We'll pick up like waking up for the next day. And
We knew we were in a battle today.
yeah, sort of. Not the fight you thought you were gonna have, I'm sure.
Is this the fight you thought we were gonna have?
Callan had 2.
Oh, yeah.
Callan 1-1 with batting 50, guys.
Listen, that grapple was clutch. That,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that really
oh my
helped.
God.
easily have just like one at a time. Just
Wait, I want to see one of his diary.
Alright.
Wait, what are you doing?
The light up die.
Oh, yeah.
Scanlan die.
Cool. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Woo!